Welcome, everybody. How are we doing today? Hope things are good for you wherever you are in the world. No matter what you're up to this weekend, I appreciate you chose to spend a bit of the weekend with me. That's pretty darn cool, you. And I hope that everything is going well in your life. I know some of you are recovering from illness. I know that some of you are busily getting ready for classes, etc. But again, thank you for spending some time with me today. It's a lovely, lovely thing indeed. How exciting to see the bot actively being updated in chat. What excellent chat content we have going. Hello to you, McDursey. Hello, Jim. George, how's it going? Welcome back, Lord Rargasm. Are you improving? I know you were unwell a day or two ago. Hopefully you're feeling better, my friend. Hello to you today, unnamed comments. How's it going, Steve? Welcome in Dark Crystal. Hello, HPG. Welcome, Marks. HPG, thank you for talking to me earlier. I like that quite a bit. Search, welcome again. Hello to you today, Farron Renanthus. Hello, Bot. Hello, Putsaru. Hello, Dogberry. Hello, one and all. If I missed you, apologize. Slivers, how you doing? Welcome. You get the salute. Slivers, the pirate captain of our stream, apparently. Yar to you. Yar har fiddly dee, etc. Friends, it's a Saturday, so today will be Saturday chess day after a while. I decided to play a little game of chess offline last night without you all watching, and that was a disaster. I learned a new way to lose very, very quickly. And I'll show it to you later. And then we'll all go, oh, Resorty, you need to learn all the openings because there's trickery afoot sometimes. And you think, we're going to play a normal little chess game. We're going to think through thoughts in ways that are clever and responsive and focused on normal play, but no, pure nonsense. I must try it against an opponent. No, I feel bad doing cheesy openings. It's like when I played, what's it called? What game is that called? Like League of Legends, and then like StarCraft, right? The early cheese openings in StarCraft, I loathe, absolutely hate them because the game is based around let's build a base, not based around hey, who can run their 4 starting characters across the map faster. I don't know. Is Zerg for it's just not for me. I don't know. It seems to diminish all of the fun of the game, and that's fine. Like, if the goal is let's just win, then haha, you won, but you did so, negating the interesting part of the game in some measure, and negating the delight that is using most of the buildings, and so I don't know. You have bad news about Magic the Gathering. I mean, like I've said, the few times I've actually played the game, it's been against people who have decks that combo in some way where you lose on turn 4 or so, and that feels awful. So maybe I'll never play Magic. Maybe I'll only be a pack opener and collector and build my little collection and be very happy to look at the cards and say, you look different. Lord Rar here at about 85% health right now. I'm glad to hear that you are improving, but man, that's a slow number moving up. Yeah, I thought it was a couple of weeks ago now. Hopefully you get to 100% before too long. But the lingering illnesses are so terrible. Once you get over the worst of it, I always have this desire to immediately return to full health. No problems, all good. But the slow-going process of returning to health is rough. I mentioned before I'm considering getting a nasal surgery at some point before too long here, maybe in the next few months or so. But I recognize if I get that surgery, it will be weeks and months of recovery and pain and nose things, and I'm not sure I want to go through all of that. So we may continue having imperfect inhales through the nose, and that'd be okay for sure. Jonah's saying that first turn kills in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are similar. You win without playing the game. I don't know. Maybe this is not a fair comparison, but isn't it the case that when most people at a higher, like, I don't want to say no one. My suspicion, though, is if someone tried to play a cheesy Zerg chess start at the professional Grandmaster Championships, they'd be laughed out of the room. As I think I want to like hold myself to that kind of accountability. The nonsense, cheesy openings are for people who don't want to play chess. They're for people who want instead to just win. And we've discussed before, is winning the true goal? In some sense, yes, but isn't there like a winning rightfully? Like winning in a way that shows respect for the game? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I don't know. This is like strange virtue feeling I have. It's not virtue signaling, it's virtue feeling and desire. And so I don't know. They also learn them. I mean, I guess it's the case that if I see these, I'll be able to learn how to stop them. Wouldn't a good player stop me? Yeah, but we're not good players down here in the basement. In the basement, we just make mistakes and feel very bad about ourselves. Earlier, HPG asked the question of when I lost last night, did I feel as bad as when I lose on stream? So this particular loss, I laughed. This particular loss was one in which I did not see what was coming, and then we had what happened, and I'll show you later. And that was a moment of, that's not terribly pleasant, but ho ho, ho ho. And I think that was something. Now, with that said, it is the case that losing on stream adds the additional sadness of letting down the team, making the home fans boo me occasionally. And that's fine. That's fine. But I'm getting better at it. But sure, losing offline is a different thing than losing while talking everything aloud and feeling very like in control and then gosh not. So we'll show it later for sure. You have to use the tactic to see how it's stopped. Why can't I figure out how to stop it myself? Or in the game reviews, you all can say, Resorty, look at this part. That'd be good. A good thing that we take it is 3 whole games. So you play the best and worst in review, an opening, mid, and end game. Yeah, I mean, I like that for Scala. We tend to look back through the game reviews on our chess. We tend to find that my play is very inconsistent in all 3 of them. All 3 of them, rather. And I agree. It would be good for me to think more about every move and every phase of the game. But at this point, it's a lucky day when I just don't blunder away my key pieces. So we're not quite to the point of how strong are we in the different phases. We are in the phase of, do we not just hand things over? Chess puzzles. We do 3 chess puzzles a day, and we do 1 lesson in between each of our games. I don't want to make this stream just that kind of thing. I think it's less engaging. It's obvious to many of you what the solutions are. So we're working on that. We're working on gradually. Win-win. Either I win a game with cheese, or I stop cheese when they stop my cheese. I don't know. Again, winning dishonorably does not feel like winning to me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's something I want to do, so I don't know. Maybe we'll try 1 cheesy play, but if we try it once, I'm going to feel bad on myself. If I start getting ELO by cheesing and, get myself up to like 700 ELO on cheese, and then I get 700 and can't win at all, and back down to the basement we go until more cheese. It's not dishonorable at all. I don't know. Later use the same pattern of cheesy openings from mates. I get that. I don't know. Okay, maybe we'll have 1 cheesy opening today. Would you all like that? Would you like to see how far the mighty fall? I don't know, team. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. We're just getting started today, and already people kindly joining up, so I don't know. Maybe save cheese for the bot. I'd feel better about that. I think, but we'll consider it. What do I have for you? This morning, I got up at 3:30 a.m. for a 4 o'clock meeting with Twitch. I can acknowledge it happened, and I can't tell you anything about it. Other than it was a really interesting conversation. As usual, it was about a new feature on Twitch, some of which I may actually use. We'll see if we'll use them, but if I have the opportunity, I could possibly do so. And I don't know. What one moment of the conversation, I think I can say in general about monetization and that kind of thing. One moment of the conversation, the person who's interviewing me it implied that I don't like making money. I think I was overly critical throughout the conversation, I brought in like social issues. I brought in like certain concerns about elitism and in groups and out groups, and I realized they just wanted my vibe reaction to these different things they were putting forward. And instead, as always, we got hyper analytic, and they offered you a compliment also. They said, I'm reading between the lines here and see that your community seems to be somewhat hyper analytical. And I said that is probably true. So I don't know. We'll see how the features work. We'll see if any of them show up. But it's always such a joy to talk to people who work at Twitch because they spend a lot of time thinking about this sort of thing here. But they think about it in a way without themselves working, like doing the streaming, right? They're the behind the scenes people who make this possible in some way. And so their thinking on it is very different than mine. Now, unfortunately, there's only so much time for genuine back and forth, and the conversation was focused on particular topics. But man, I always love talking about the streaming thing with people who know things about it. Wire Speed, thank you for the generous resubscription. I don't know why it didn't pop up. I should probably restart my little bot thing. For 24 months, 2 full years of subscribing. Some people wouldn't consider hyper analytical to be a compliment. Most of you do. I mean, yeah, my sense is that our community here is one that prides itself on a certain amount of intelligence, of presentational skill and aptitude, and yeah, thinking. You wouldn't watch the Paradox games and chess if you didn't like thinking. So 4:30 is really early. So Lord Rar, I got up at 3:30 to be ready for the yeah, 3:30 to be ready at the 4 o'clock meeting. And yeah, it's early, and at one point I made a profound error of reasoning. There was a certain section that was like 3 parts, and it took about 20 minutes to get through it. And only when I was answering the third part, then realized I made a really stupid inference about the prior 2 parts. And I wanted to go back and rediscuss my prior 2 parts. And I couldn't do so. But I blamed it being early in the morning, not simply my pure stupidity. But it was this very strange moment. What philosophy do I teach? Moses, my focus in philosophy is social political. My focus in philosophy is thinking about how communities work, the relationship between individualism, various kinds of individualism, and democracy especially. I'm a specialist in American philosophy, which is a tradition I don't want to discuss right now. And yeah, that's the kind of stuff I do. That said, I'm a generalist, so I can say a few things about basically everything. Contemporary, I mean, yes, I do work on contemporary social thought. That's say my best specialization starts in the 1970s and pushes on through the last decade or so. Now, the follow-up question is often, hey, you work on contemporary thought. Please explain to me everything happening in world politics. That's not what I work on. I do not work on the existing systems and their defects and bonuses or benefits. I can say some things, but not anything more than you could say, certainly. So there you go. But yeah, old stuff, new stuff, everything in between. That's what we do. Gary says, elitism and populism are a topic in your philosophy of art class. Yeah, I mean, I think it's often the question of, what makes for good art. One is the super relativist view that says, like, hey, everybody has their own taste, and there's no disputing over taste, as the old phrase has it. And, everyone's sense of art's equally good, rabble, rabble, rabble. And that's a defensible position. But then why do we bother having art museums, right? Why do we bother having art critics? Is this merely a structure of elite control, of the richy riches trying to defend their own tastes, or is there something to it? Is there something that people like I, who are interested in certain kinds of art but can't fully engage with them, do I just miss out on that? And I think it's a really interesting question, and I think it probably has no good solution. That said, I like museums because of their educational function. I like that they democratize art, assuming they're not super expensive to get into. I think the private collection of art, the person who takes important cultural works and hides them away in a bushel no, is so distressing for me. And there's a really great book by John Dewey on this question, What Art is Experience, and he talks through there about the function of museums, art and democracy, and the primary goal of art is to stretch us into what he calls consummatory moments. Art is the moment where something important comes together. It's kind of a challenge, but kind of a completion also. A lot more to say about that, but whatever. I see you mentioning Dostoevsky and Tolstoy and so on. I'm all about it. No time for that conversation, though. Only conversations about money. Because that's the topic of the morning. No, like I said, it's a really good conversation. I really enjoyed it quite a bit, and though it is kind of obvious to say, I'm so unbelievably grateful that Twitch takes time to talk to viewers and creators, and does the work of attempting to understand the people who use the platform, as opposed to only those who create the platform. And I'm sure at some point some of you have been engaged with Twitch's surveys and so on, and I hope that you've had the opportunity to share what you think too. Money, you're here for it. Lord Orgasm, I'll need you to help me with my marketing strategy, because the one time I tried to do anything involving money, that was the time that we bought ads on Reddit, and I spent $250 for one new follower. Dory, it's good seeing you. Welcome. Oh, it's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah, the period of the Reddit ad. I was so proud of myself. I was so darn proud of myself then. And I spent money to get get an artist to make a really nice little picture, and we did like A/B testing on stream to see which ones you all would like. And yeah, I spent months thinking about it, weeks working on it, and then it launched with an absolute thud. And maybe that's an important lesson, right? Many small businesses fail, so why wouldn't mine? But at the same time, it was a strange moment for Old Resorty, and it's fine. We live and learn, and most importantly, we get good stories. So I can share with you all the ridiculous things that happen in Twitchville. And yeah, probably never again. Next time, Facebook ads. That's where we're going next. Or maybe the TikTok finally. Oh, speaking of which, team, I'm gonna need your help on something. If you follow over on the second YouTube channel, you will see that I put up a very silly and possibly destructive YouTube short. It's 1 minute and 14 seconds long or so. I learned a lot about editing by putting it together. I feel like I've gotten myself an associate's degree in video editing through my work on this one. It's been great fun. But I tend to also upload it to the other shorts-based sites, the YouTube, the TikTok, and the Instagram. I think maybe we'll see. Unfortunately, though, to load things up into the TikTok as a video, you have to have a certain number of followers already. You can't just show up and put it up there for free. So at some point later today, possibly tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and create a TikTok account, and I'll need some of you who have such accounts to follow me. Or I might need your help by creating TikTok accounts to follow me, and then once I have enough, you're welcome to delete your account. I think it's a low number, like 5 or 10 or something. So if you get that kind of information on the Discord, I appreciate you helping me for sure. Yes, more good. I mean, Jonah's a big consumer of all things TikTok. Do you really want to be scrolling through and seeing your funny memes, and then voice of me who will remind you should go do your homework? Anyway, they'll be there eventually. Thank you for helping me in, trying new stuff. I think, like I said, this summer, this period, when I'm not teaching for the first time in a long time, has given me space to try stuff I've wanted to try, and some of it's working really well, and some of it's working very poorly, but it's cool to have the time to check it out. What's my TikTok? It doesn't exist yet. It doesn't exist at all yet because I Yeah, because I need to pick one that will work. I think there is a Resorty TikTok, but I want to make an account that matches the YouTube account. So grabbing Resorty name on TikTok, I mean, as long as you don't grab the other name I'm using on YouTube, that's fine. I think I have the Resorty account already. As I said before, anytime I learn of a new service, even if people mention it on stream, I should immediately go over and grab my username because nothing bothers me quite so much as someone taking Resorty on another platform. I believe, for example, someone already has the Instagram Resorty, and it is not me. It is not me at all. And I need to find some way to show people that. So when you receive spam emails saying, please go and buy me an Apple gift card, I need it. You won't believe that person is me. Certainly. We hate social media. It's evil. I mean, I agree. We've read Jonathan Haidt's books. Cell phone, TikTok, social media culture is destroying the children, making us all very anxious, apparently. And yet, here we are, someone just trying to earn a buck, and more importantly, bring joy to the world, etc., etc. Why would I mention about creating an account? Okay, I apologize, because it came to mind. This is the problem with the intro. Things come to mind. Here we go. TikTok.com. Hello, TikTok. Who are you? I don't care. I wish to make an account through the Google. I guess through the Google. Hello. Do I already have one? Signing back in. Am I allowed to have more than one account on one email address? Because I sure would appreciate that. But I'm guessing I can't do so. So I'll need to use a different email address. So I probably shouldn't do it on stream. Yeah, I mean, okay, we can do it this way. So I made the Resorty one just to have the name. I guess I could go ahead and use it. It was not the goal by any means, but maybe I could change my display name or something. We'll see. Activity. Who's this? Someone mentioned me in a video back in October of last year. The account is that my account may be at risk. Log in again. I'm logging in again. I realize that I'm an American logging in from Japan. Hello. I'm a real boy, I swear. Logged in. Good. Okay. So much Japanese. Hello, walking people. Activity. What's this video? All older stories. Old Testament. Normal or hard or very hard. Expert or extreme. Let's do normal difficulty and see what's what.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
The accursed Bible jigsaw game. I thought someone would have picked out, like, this is a funny moment of old Resorty. This is a moment on which old Resorty made me laugh. Here's some RimWorld.
The earth was formless and empty.
The AI Bible jigsaw game. Oh man, this random person came in during Steam Next Fest and said, Jan Resorty, you seem really cool. Will you play my video game? And I said, no, never. I will never, ever do so. I don't like that kind of interaction in question. And they said, come on, it's a little game. It's demo week. Have a heart. And I said, okay, sure. Whatever your game is, I will play it. And they put a Steam link in chat, and I clicked it, and it was Bible Jigsaw Puzzle. But I'd already said I would do it, and the guy seems nice. And then he takes my attempt to engage nicely with his game, which I would never play a jigsaw puzzle game on stream. And Bible, I don't know, but it's there. And he took it. He farmed me for content. That is the correct phrase. Oh man, Would someone follow me, please? May I have some follows? I think my name is Resorty. Is that right? Oh, it's Resorty Ipse. Because someone must have taken Resorty already. This means Resorty himself, or he himself Resorty. I have one follower. I need that number to get a little higher, or something like that. How do I upload a video? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. They get more than one viewer from that? Unfortunately, not. That post had 2 likes. It looked like. All right. Thanks for helping. I appreciate it. Hey, Pepper Mga, thank you. Can I go live here? Someone's playing League of Legends. Someone's playing like all these Animu games. Why do I live in Animuville? This is a problem. Upload button on the left. Upload button on the left. Upload. Bump, 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 bump. So the video I have has music that's allowed to be on YouTube. Will this work? Okay. Opening Ice Age 1995 Ice Age Booster Magic Booster Pack. All right, hashtags. Magic the Gathering. Hashtag opening booster. Hashtag funny. That's right, funny. Want to see more? Well, I'll figure out later. All right. Video done. Hashtag good. Who can watch it? Everyone. Run the copyright check. No issue detected. Very good. We post it. All right. It has no real description. 3 followers. So I thought you couldn't post here without followers. Did I just farm followers falsely? Oh, I think so. What's all this? Astroworld Planet, Hutta Storytime, Kylie King, Stacy at the Streamer's Prom. Who are these people and what are they doing? Should I make a video about the Streamer Prom? There's post stories and live. Did I do it right then? Is post correct? I said it's correct. It's currently under review. Am I naughty? All content goes through review before being posted? 12 hours? Is this true, TikTokers? Hey, it's approved! I had to be a little worried for a moment there, but there you go. Let's watch it together. We need sound. Hey, thank you, followers. I appreciate it. You're lovely. All right, sound on. Resorty goes away so you can enjoy the glory of this. Goodbye. Thanks, Pepper. From 1995, it's an ugly pack of Ice Age. It sent me back $35. Financially, this was not ideal. No cards over pack price, and there are no foils, but maybe we'll find an Articar Waste or Necropotence, or Necropotence, or regardless. Oh, very good. I hope you enjoyed my editing. Hope you enjoy what I made for you. There you go. There you go. We had a fun time. Had a fun time with this. Behold art. Oh, I should have stolen the baby burning from what's it called? From Stanley Parable. But I made that. I made that. It was fun. And you will recall, team, that I have an intern who works specifically on audio and video creation. And I gave him a similar raw video, just my hands opening the cards. I gave him that with all of the values already appended and the sounds also. And I said, hey, if you could put this together, I'd appreciate it. Yesterday, I did my own in about 3 hours. The intern is causing some problems. If I can do it myself at an acceptable level in an afternoon, and the intern is not going to get done, do we need an intern? Or just do it all solo? I mean, the nice thing about the summer, they got time to do that kind of thing, but maybe during the school year, how it goes. Can you sell cards to afford another pack? That's actually the shtick. That's actually the shtick here for cards that are older. My intention is to sell the cards to try to buy new things. Interestingly learning, not creating business value. We don't have a formal internship because initially I wanted him to learn more about different kinds of editing for his own career. He wants to be a YouTube creator generally, and YouTube creator generally, and and so I want to give him different kinds of projects so he can learn different kinds of editing instead of just doing his normal own sort of thing. So that's how it's going. Did you misunderstand I lost $30 on a pack? HPG, that is correct. Maybe I gotta find a better way to indicate that, because that is $30 being burned in the course of 1 minute and 13 seconds. So there are big wins to be found. You just red text instead of green. Should I add a negative? I mean, the text is red. Like, the green is good things, right? Green is, hooray, we got a point. Like, hooray, good stuff. Burning fire, bad. Your red is green, yeah, it's red. Maybe the green money in the background. So what I'm trying to indicate here, made a mistake, is the money is falling. From 1995. Please stop. Please stop. Okay, ready? Okay, the money is falling into fire. The money is falling into fire. It is not hooray big money day. A negative might help though. Friends, those of you who have watched the video and are not just listening to me, when you saw this, did you think I had made money or lost money? 1 for made, 2 for lost. Lost is the correct answer, but I'm just curious at all which direction you went on that one. So negative is good. You thought I made 3044. Most of you are saying you did realize it's bad. Plus for green, minus in red. Okay, we can do that potentially. Because I want to make it better. I want to improve my my skills here. Hopefully with a green happiness. You didn't understand. Okay. I'll try to modify it for more full interest and consumption as we go. Oh, you know what? I'm talking something about showing you. I didn't push the different button. I apologize. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry. I've been playing it over and over again, trying to describe that it's actually red. So yes, the money is falling into the fire, red bad. But no, the negative would help quite a bit there. So it's all good. Drop shadow on the text. I don't know what that means, but I'll make a note right now to look into that. What is drop shadow? Is 35 minus the nominal value of all open cards? Yes. So the 35 at the beginning is, here we go. Is our channel hyper analytical? Why, yes, it is. $35. So I bought it for $35. Yes. And so there are cards inside that are worth big money. How exciting! And throughout it, we gained some points. But at the end, we had lost what, $4 or 30 whatever and so on. Maybe I should show the math. Start at -35 and go up. I could do that. I've been thinking about at the bottom. Should I have a -35 that gradually is? How about that? How about a mountain? We have a little yodeler at the bottom of the mountain. He tries to yodelay he who is way up. Running tally good. Save the cost to the end. Okay. I could do that. The problem is I want the end to go boom very quickly. Because the person who I stole... Right. The person from whom I stole this video idea, don't worry, we've emailed, he's cool with it, says that at this moment, when the rare card has been revealed, the vast majority of people click off immediately. So whatever kind of work you want to have done in the video must be done by here. And so if afterwards you say, hey, I spent this much on it, then people already clicked off. Now, man, it's fine. I don't know. Music is nice. Thank you. I spent yesterday listening through genuinely more than 100 YouTube safe videos or YouTube safe audio files, trying to decide which one was best for us. Next time, there may be klezmer instead. Maybe klezmer. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I guess I can show you the person from whom I stole this idea. Let's see. He's pretty cool. We've emailed a few times. So here is how he makes his video. Certainly, there's no commonality.
Today we've got Prophecy. From the year 2000, there's really only one card that we want to see out of here, and it's Rhystic Study. If foil, it can fetch for over $300. Unfortunately, there's really nothing else worth over $10 in this set, but there are a couple rare foils that could help us meet our goal a little bit, but we'll just have to see. Here we go.
You'll notice he has the bar at the bottom. He goes along for a while, doing the same kind of thing. Doing thing. Rare.
Check this out.
Today we've got...
Right. He does the end explosion. So I promised him that when I made my videos of this sort, I would not do the explosion at the end. That is his distinct element. That's his distinct element, that one. So there you go. That's the person from whom I stole the idea. And yeah, he's totally cool with it, and I'm enjoying myself making the little videos, so I did not plan to discuss this in detail, but here we are, and I hope you enjoyed that bit there. There are other card pack openings coming soon if you're into that kind of thing, and some of them are even stupider money. Pie and Face video ending instead, made for a very special one. Maybe I'll find a stuffed crow, and try to eat the crow and see what happens there. I'm not sure. We'll give it a consideration. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, it's all good. Okay, nothing else for the big intro here. Noms is away today. Noms is off having herself a lovely hiking excursion. It's pretty humid and pretty hot out there, but she's wanted to get to the mountains for quite a while now, and she knows that I'm not quite as into hiking as she is, so she went out this morning and she'll be back this afternoon, and hopefully she's having a lovely time up there. But she sends along her best wishes and her hopes and dreams and all the rest, and so hopefully you're thinking of Noms in a positive way. Look, 41 views! 41 views! That's amazing! Okay, what else do I want to do? I guess we'll go ahead and do the word of the day. I do want to get to chess playing pretty quickly, so we'll probably only have one round of the Wikipedia game today. Just one, it'll be fine. Friends, the word of the day is convivial. Do you know the word convivial? It's a word you might want to know. It's a fun little word. It's a word that I try to encourage in our chat here. Convivial. That fancy the hike? I mean, hiking is fine, but it's really hot and really humid here. And so going out and hiking seems just profoundly unpleasant. I like Noms a whole bunch. We have really great conversations every time we're together. But, man, it's really humid up there. My suspicion is that convivial is con, meaning with, viv, meaning life. So lively together, as far as etymology goes. But here you go. Here you go. You had the word in translation class the other day. Oh, McDursey, cool. What language was the translation happening? Which way was it going? Convivial means relating to, occupied with, or fond of feasting, drinking, and good company. Like I said, a convivial atmosphere here is ideal. Grulion, don't make me sing that song. My wife gets very angry. A convivial is a cheerful word that typically suggests a mood of full-bellied delight in good food, good drink, and good company, which Charles Dickens aptly captures in his novel David Copperfield. We had a beautiful little dinner, quite an elegant dish of fish, the kidney end of a loin of veal, roasted, fried sausage meat, a partridge, and a pudding. There was wine and there was strong ale. Mr. McQuibber was uncommonly convivial. I never saw such good company. He made his face shine with the punch so it looked as if he'd been varnished all over. He got cheerfully sentimental about the town and proposed success to it. Convivial traces back to the Latin word convivium, meaning banquet, which in turn comes from the verb vivere, meaning to live. The words in good company, as vivere has breathed plenty of life into the English language. Other common descendants include survive, revive, vivid, and vivacious. There we go. To live, the center of convivial there. I'm a little disappointed though with David Copperfield. For people of my generation, the Redwall series, I suspect, is our favorite reference for big parties of amazing amounts of food described in such detail. I always wanted to have those, acorn cream pies the Badgers got into in Redwall, but there you go. Friends, a secondary word, I think. Rearrange the letters to form a word that can refer to a social gathering with dancing or an unusually large or lavish party. From the high formal language of conviviality down to, absolutely, the shindig. Bum-ba-dun-dun-dun-dun. Shindig. What is the etymology of shindig? Is it the part of the body? I don't know. A social gathering of dancing. Did you know? It's not okay. At a glance, shindig appears to combine shin and dig, and thus might seem to suggest a painful kick to the leg, especially when you know that one of the first senses of shindig in English refers to a gathering at which people dance. It's more likely, however, that shindig is an alteration of shindy, which is itself an alteration of another word, shinny, used of a variation of hockey that's played with a curved stick and a ball or block of wood. It's not entirely clear how the game of shinny gave shindig or shindy its first meaning, the social gathering with dancing, meaning that it's also the original meaning of shindig, but shinny remains the most likely origin. Shinny and shimmy, I believe, are friends in the language. It's about a kind of awkward movement for some purpose, in the same way that the hit block of wood moves awkwardly. Steve, you just learned about Redwall this afternoon, and now I mention it. What a coincidence. I'm sad that you only now learned of Redwall. I don't know how the books hold up. I have not read them since I was very, very young, and I worry that if I went back and read them, the magic would be gone. But I will forever love stories of anthropomorphized woodland creatures working together for a purpose. And yeah, maybe it's someday I'll go back and read one of them. Martin the Warrior, my favorite one, and see how they hold up. But that could be a very, very sad day indeed. Never meet your heroes, never revisit your childhood, I suppose. All right, that's that. Today I'm going to skip over the thrice. We've already spent plenty of time in the intro. Instead, we'll go over to the redactyl and play this. Yesterday, it loaded very, very slowly. Today, is it better? It is. Friends, you're going to slow mode now. Once every 30 seconds, you make a contribution, whether on YouTube or on the twitch.tv. Any word you want, and we'll see how this goes. Number one, great. 6 greats. Mongolia. Grabbed away. No Mongolias. Is it history? It's 2 histories. Vaughn. It's 0 Vaughns. He. 533 he's. Very good. Is it a German? It's not. Also, I forgot that it's Friday night for you all, And so there are fewer people here than usual. As such, I'm going to turn off slow mode. Please just restrain yourself from spamming. Thank you. We'll see how this goes. All right. German. We did. Into the preposition, we can't do that. The is already selected. King, there are none. Van, there are 239. Time, there are 30. Modern, there are 3 moderns. Renowned, ooh, there's one of those. Third, no thirds. Born, 5 of those. Is it golf? Uh-oh. Martin, no Martins. Is it a Ludwig? No Ludwigs. Is it a Vincent? Well, there we go. Fewer than 20 guesses again. How do you do it? How do you do it? Oh, some part of me thinks I should entirely black out the title. Like, would that help? Would that help if we completely blacked out the name? Change it a little bit, make it a different game? Or is that then, like, forcing it to not be Redactyl? That would be wrong. that would be wrong. How dare you impose your chatter morality onto me, the streamer? Yeah, unfortunately, the old archive isn't extant. And so we can't play any other Redactyls today. It's like Checkmate, but we gotta do something different. Like, it has been genuinely the past week, all of them have been under 30 guesses or so. So I don't know. Vincent Willem van Gogh was a Dutch post-impressionist painter who posthumously became one of the most famous and influential figures in Western art history. In a period of 10 years, he created about 2,100 artworks, including around 860 oil paintings, most of which date from the last 2 years of his life. This includes landscapes, still lifes, portraits, and self-portraits, and are characterized by bold colors and dramatic, impulsive, and expressive brushwork that contributed to the foundations of modern art. Not commercially successful in his career, he struggled with severe depression and poverty, which eventually led to his suicide at age 37. The amazing and sad story of Van Gogh. Friends, I mention this anytime he comes up, but there's a really wonderful comedy story special called Nanette, and it's made by, there she go, Hannah Gadsby. I guess it's from 7 years ago now, but I strongly recommend this comedy show. It is amazing engagement with what is it to be a performer that nobody wants to see, and how do you think about creativity and suffering. And she uses Van Gogh as the centerpiece of her thinking. She tells the story of him in a way it's not often told. The standard story, of course, is that he suffered for his life, or throughout his life, for his art. He attempted to do what he had to do because art was most important, and this is what it is to be a creative person. You must always suffer to create worthwhile things. It is such a good piece. And mispronouncing Van Gogh's name, Van Gogh. I mean, yeah, the hoity-toity way of saying is Van Gogh. And so I'm being hoity-toity right now, but I'll need a Dutch person to clarify, but that's what I was taught to say in my aesthetics class in grad school. But certainly Van Gogh is fine too. Van Gogh, but that's how it goes. But yeah, Nanette, wonderful. The premise of it, I think, is true. Is she was planning to quit her job. She was tired of doing comedy because of the pressure put on her life, and so she started doing this stand-up show about getting out of doing comedy. It's like one last presentation. And it hit the big time, and Netflix picked it up, and she said, "Okay, well, I guess I'm staying and doing this." It must be such a strange thing, you know. There's often a line about romance that you'll find a person to date when you stop looking. It must be so freeing to say, "All right, one last thing and I'm done. Here's my swan song. I'm outie." And then it's very, very strange then to have that picked up. I have to say that that my sense of her later work after this is not as good as the amazingness of this piece. But Yeah, I don't want to go on too long about it, but if you have a chance, check it out. It is A plus yes in my view. Wow. It's really striking to me that Rotten Tomatoes says 100%. So critics love this thing. IMDb says 8 out of 10. And then Google reviews say 3.6 with a bunch of ones. Wow, I wonder why there's so many ones. Is it people went in expecting like pure comedy? We do not think, we merely ha ha ha? Or is it instead that she's fairly clear about being a lesbian? She's fairly clear about being an autistic person? I wonder. Julie, you might be right. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at it real quick. If this ends up like spoiling things, I apologize. So what do the one stars say? She's linked to conversion therapy, the political puppet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Buzz around it. Why wasn't I laughing? Yeah. Identity politics soapbox opera. It's a TEDx talk while trying to be funny. Oh goodness. If I want to watch something with social commentary, I'd scroll through Twitter. I'm sure she's a wonderful person, but it's a bore fest. I've never seen anyone who does not deserve to be a comedian. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. I think this is an unfair characterization of the piece. I miss South Park. I mean, there have always been lots of different kinds of comedy, right? At the time that Mo, Larry, and Curly were doing their shtick, Chaplin was also performing social commentary. His pieces on the war and on Hitler had some moments of ha 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 ha, but also had some moments of like profound. You must think now, and so yeah, it's really striking the politicization. I have two thoughts. One, the politicization of review is very strange to me. And also, the further I don't like this does not mean it's a one-star review. I always think for reviews that one should use the metric of to what degree is this piece accomplishing the thing it sets out to do. She's obviously not setting out to make a ha 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 laugh a minute riot fest with pies and faces and clown noses. And that's important to me. And yeah, I wouldn't go to a dance recital and say, oh, they didn't read poetry. I wouldn't go to the Mexican restaurant and say, what do you mean you don't serve sushi? It just seems like a very strange way of going there, a very strange way of doing things. So that's too bad, but I still recommend it. Resorti's up here in the 5. I haven't seen it in years, though. It's possible it doesn't work as well these days, but when I think about it, I get a nice glowy feeling in my heart. Number 2, I wonder how George Carlin's pieces are reviewed. George Carlin has this status, I think, among many people who are online, who think of themselves as intelligent, as being really funny. And of course, he's doing a profound amount of social commentary throughout. You can't understand Carlin's comedy as being apolitical. So does he get review bombs similarly for too much politics in the funny? Let's see. George Carlin. Yeah. What's one of his specials? HBO specials. Here we go. Complaints and so on. Huh. Is there no Google review for this? Let's try a different one. It's bad for you, his last one. They don't foreground the review. Be the first person to review it. Maybe it's too old. People are reviewed there. On Amazon, though, you see it as the 4.6. Huh. There are some 1 stars, a much smaller number. I don't want to log in, but it is striking, right? And I wonder if one looks at other social commentary people today, do they get a similar kind of negative, possibly knee-jerk response? I don't know. In the 70s, contrarian male was liberal. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. I don't know. I think you can be male contrarian from all perspectives. I don't know. But yeah, Murphy's crassness, but not as social commentary. Jewel, it's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. You know, he is both best known for like the 7 words you can't say on the radio, whatever the number is, and so he's seen as being a proponent of free speech first and foremost, as opposed to an implicit critic of our business-based culture. Yeah, interesting stuff. All right, all right. Yeah, George, good call. I mean, I think that both sides commentary, which I think South Park often plays on, is social political in, frankly, a cowardly way, but in a way that makes people feel comfortable. Because no matter who you are and what you believe, you go, ha ha, they're making fun of the other side, not me. Often. Okay. Enough about that. Let's play the Wikipedia game. Let's go and do a little Wikipedia game. Just 1 or 2 today. If you have any suggestions of what you would like to see, send me a message over on the old Discord, which is right here. No contributions yet, but you're feeling free. You're feeling welcome. Hopefully you're invited to send me a message and we'll do one of yours. For right now, though, I'll pull up a Wikipedia I'd like to talk about, and we'll see how this thing goes. You will not serve it in you will not solve it in only a few brief guesses, I promise. Okay, so I have a Wikipedia page upon my screen, and I'm curious what it is. Please ask us no questions. Do I pick them ahead of time? Sometimes, yes. This one was not picked ahead of time. I thought of it during an earlier conversation we had. Does it burn when exposed to a flame? No. Is it a person? No. Yeah, also that's fair. Also, it's absolutely fair. Yeah, there's a lot more to say about that, but I think that's fair. Is it George Carlin? It's not George Carlin, nor is the Erfurt latrine disaster. Is it a place? It is not a place. No. Not a place today. Please feel free to ask any question. Yes, no. Ridiculous questions get extra bonus points. We'll see. Is it a social media app named after the sound a clock makes? No, it's a social media app that's named after the sound of a bird. Is it a published work? No. Is it a physical thing? Yes. Is it Redwall? No. Is it on social media? It could be, but that's not the primary engagement by any means. Like, you could put a picture on social media because you could put a picture of anything on social media. Is it larger than a bread box? It's not. Is it unique? No. Is it built? Yes. Is it Twitter? It's not. Is it a planet? It's not. Is it tangible? Yes, it is. It is indeed tangible. You can touch it. You can see it. It's not a ghost by any means. Every time I say ghost, I do the dumb little ghost thing. I should probably stop that. Is it bigger than me? No. Is it something you might watch 2 seasons of on Netflix and then get mad they canceled? You mean Mindhunter? It is not Mindhunter or another Netflix show. That said, speaking of streaming, yesterday there's a new Welcome to Wrexham episode. This one focuses on the troubles that people have in accomplishing their goals, and the centerpiece is a man who had a heart attack during a Wrexham match. Goodness gracious. Is it Australian? No. Will it fit in your mouth? No. Is it GeoCities? No. Is it a chain of something? No. Is it soft? No. Is it mass-produced? No. Is it made of carbon? I don't think so. Is it cheese? No. Can I fit it in my mouth? For the second time, no. Not even if I stretch my mouth hugely. Would it be found in the average home? It would not be found in the average home, I don't believe. No. I may have missed the question. Is it cheese? I could put cheese in my mouth, but no. If you try a third time, it fit in your mouth. I want to get one of these so I can show you the impossibility of putting it in my mouth. Unfortunately, I don't have one, nor do I think I could acquire one easily. Is it ferrous? No. Does it use electricity? No. Could you purchase it? Yeah. If an elementary school uses a theme of dress-up day, would it be weird? No. This would be a great dress-up day thing. Is it a whole wheel of cheese? No, nor is it the let's chase the cheese down the hill event, which I do sort of want to go to. I realize it's profoundly dangerous and really stupid, but the idea of chasing a wheel of cheese down a hill appeals to me. Does it do something? It is not self-propelling, I suppose. It can do things, though. Is it used for sport? No. Is it legal? Yes. Have I purchased it? I don't believe so. Is it part of pop culture? Yes. Does it have a distinct smell? I don't think so. Would I use it every day? I would not use it every day. No. No, not use it every day. Nope. Have I used it? Yes. I have used it. Is it for entertainment? Yes, it is for entertainment. Yes. What fun. What fun. Is it a costume? It's not a costume. Would it be weird if one were to use it every day? Depends on who the one is, but I'll say no. You could use it every day with no problem. Is it used in gym class? It's not. Is it an Atari? It's not an Atari. Could you hit someone with it? Yeah, you're very violent, Jewel, but yes, you could use it as a weapon in your grappling. Is it a musical? No. Is it a bop it? No. Is it a suit of armor? No. Is it something you'd put on display? One could put on display, but I don't think people would in general. Is it a media player? No. Is it an energy drink? No. Is it used for sports? No. Does it make a sound? It does not make a sound on its own, no. Does it have sharp edges? Nope. Is it electronic? It's not electronic, no. Would it float on water? I believe that it would float on water, yes, which means that it is a witch, yes. Is it a musical instrument? No. Does it contain metal? I don't believe so. Was it invented after Caesar? It was invented after Caesar, Julius, and also after, that's not true. Is that true? One second. It's after what's his name? Julius Caesar, certainly. It was created after the birth of Cesar Chavez also. There you go. Does it have very small rocks? No. Does it have paper in it? No paper. Is it used in sports? No. Would you find it in a first aid kit? Delightfully, unfortunately, no. But man, if I did, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. What do we know? We know tangible, not found in every house, used for entertainment, not metal, not paper. Those are things. Is it a duck? No. Could you melt it down to make a new one? I don't think so, no. Does your dollar store have one? I haven't shopped there. You're welcome to invite me to do so, but I don't think the dollar store has one, no. Would you bring it to school for show and tell day? One could. Can it be eaten? It cannot be eaten. Is it a hula hoop? It's not a hula hoop. Is it a board game? It's not a board game. Could you use it to fidget? I suppose so. Yeah, I think one could fidget with this thing. Would I wear it? I would not wear it. I'll go ahead and jump ahead. No one would wear this. I believe. Is it used for fitness? It's not used for fitness, no. Is it a yo-yo? It's not a yo-yo. Nope. Is it commonly for sale? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's commonly for sale. Yeah. Was invented before 1930. It was not. Is it a tool? Not in the standard sense. It's not a tool, no. Again, used for entertainment. Like, it's a very important element to keep in mind. Would you buy it in a grocery store? You would not buy it in a grocery store, no. Does it make noises as part of its normal usage? I don't think so. Nope, no noises as part of normal usage. Is it made of plastic? It is made of plastic, yes. Is it decorative? Nope. Does it come in multiple sizes? I don't think so. Does it produce a picture? No. Is it cylindrical in shape? No. Is it a jigsaw puzzle? No. Would Toys R Us have sold it in the 90s? Yeah, I think Toys R Us would have sold it in the 90s, absolutely. Would you use it outside? Not primarily. Is it a Pez dispenser? No. Is it used for surgery? No. Does it contain small pieces? It depends on what you mean by small, but sure, it contains pieces. Plastic made of carbon. Yeah, whatever, pond. Does it have more than a few parts? It does. Does a new one cost less than $30? I think so. Is it merchandise? I don't think so. Is it a toy? It is a toy. Is it a Nerf gun? No. The game Simon? No. I had to remember what that was. Would you be urged not to give it to children younger than 3? I think so, yeah. Tiny little kids should not have it. To answer the Marx question, if a child put this in their mouth, you might want to take them to the emergency room. Does it operate? No. Is it better to use it with other people? No. Is it Lego? No. Is it the Magic 8 Ball? No. Does it spin? No. Is it the Rubik's Cube? No. Is it Play-Doh? No. Is it Connect 4? No. A chess set? No. Is it used with water? No. Is it Buzz Lightyear? It's not. Is it slime? No. Is it an action figure? No. Is it used outside? Not primarily. Nope. Nope. Is it Settlers of Catan? It's not a board game. I appreciate you think. Not a board game. So no, it's not Settlers of Catan. Catan? How do we say that word? I can never decide. Did it have a TV show? I don't think so. Can multiple children play with it at once? In principle, sure. Absolutely. Is Little Green Army Men? Not the Little Green Army Men. Is it adult entertainment or kids entertainment? That is not a yes/no question, but I'll just say it's kids entertainment. Thank you for narrowing that down. Oh, friends, are we giving up? I'm trying to think how I may have misled you. There's a question of does it contain small parts? So smaller than it, but not so tiny that won't be worried about losing them in the carpet. There you go. Would it fit in a standard shoebox? I think so. Is it a Hot Wheels card? No. Could it reasonably be called a doll? Yeah, I think it could be called a doll in some sense. Is it primarily a gendered toy? No. Is it a puzzle? No. Is it a Rubik's Cube? No. Is it an action figure? I think no, but I'm ready to discuss that one. Is it Mr. Potato Head? Grulion, big win. It is Mr. Potato Head. Hey, GG, well played. A little bit of joy from our youth there. Apparently now they're sold as simply Potato Head, and they're then characters called Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. My father has this, or had that at least. And so you would actually take a potato and plug it into things. These is all plastic. It's definitely gendered. So when the question comes of is this a gendered toy, I assume they mean is it like pretty pink princess or guns, the things that would often be played with stereotypically by a little boy or little girl. So I think I've seen lots of people using this, and I could imagine them doing so. You know what I mean. Cool, sounds good. You can also use a vegetable to make a funny face man. Any of you play with this thing? They're really quite attractive now. In Lima, Peru, it's Big Boy. Alright, what does contemporary Mr. Potato Head look like? What we got going here? The complicated history of Mr. Potato Head. It has a surprisingly impressive film career for a vegetable, but now he's the focus of how a toy potato identifies itself. Is this a gender question now? Oh. So they removed Mr. from Mr. Potato Head. I thought they said that they're keeping the explicit character of Mr. Potato Head. Huh. I mean, yeah, I don't see a particular reason to gender our potatoes. I mean, I see the critique here, but I think this person is making more of the decision than what's Hasbro intends with this. I don't know. The right wing freaked it out when they removed Mr. and Mrs. Really? I can't imagine. What's the green hat? Looks like a beanie, I believe. Maybe a baseball cap. I'm not sure exactly, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like a big issue for me. And maybe I missed the point of that kind of critique, but Is it just rabble, rabble, things are changing? Rabble, rabble, we don't like change? Rabble, rabble? I can't imagine the critique. It just strikes me as being a critique that is unreasonable. I don't know. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to mean say it's a dumb critique and there are more important things to worry about, but I don't know. You're with the rabble? Wait, really, Gary? Really? You don't want things to change? But imagine you'd been born 200 years ago and said nothing should change. Where would we be then, right? To say that we shouldn't change things today is to say we somehow got born in the greatest period of humanity and nothing is ever needing to change again. There's a culture war on. Get rid of the culture war. Go for a class war. Oh gosh, is my microphone on? That's a problem. Oh, okay, very good. Very good, very good. Friends, it's time for us to do a little bit of chess, I believe. Is that right? Let's do some chess now. I thank you for hanging out in the intro. That was a lovely time for me. Moses, thank you for the very generous subscription. I'm glad you're enjoying hanging out with me on this lovely day. It's been a nice time having you in our community. I'm glad that you enjoy the things that we do here. My apologies for not muting my microphone right on to get the words out. Hello, Truck. How's it going? Good seeing you all. And again, Moses, so kind. New subscriptions are always a moment of supreme enjoyment. Elo, I believe we're at 308 right now. Yesterday, I had some troubles both on stream and off stream. What do we say about today's stream? We say, I'm sorry in advance. I say, no blunders, please. I'm just going to be honest. Bad, but friendly. That's what we're going for here. All right. Changing the just chatting over to the chess. And thank you for being here sincerely. I know chess is not everyone's bag, but man, I do enjoy it so much. I'm trying, I promise. Ellistel, you win. We're changing it. I'm trying, I promise. Lovely. I want to show you the nonsense that happened off stream yesterday. Yeah. Is it possible I had 2 off-stream losses? I don't remember now. Yeah, I had 2 off-stream losses. I don't want to discuss that one. I do want to discuss this one. All right. So let's go to the top. Let's go to the top team. Look, we're good. That's my USB sound. Don't you worry. Everything's fine on your end. Behold, this is a standard game of chess. He plays that move. I say, cool. I will go ahead and push into him. Look at me being defensive. Ain't that fun? He jumps out his horsey. I say, okay, that horse is attacking my pawn there. We will defend the pawn. We're playing as black. I need to defend. Fine. He then moves his bishop out. And only after the game do I say, oh, this is that f4 pawn we're a little worried about. But that's fine. The bishop is not taking anything right now. The bishop is threatening a pawn. The king is defending it. We've done this again. The king is defending a pawn. That's not good enough. So likely I should have, I don't know, kicked the bishop maybe on this side possibly. Because then whichever way, we just kind of ignored that. This is an opening you do. Then you were a cheeser and ought to go away. Anyway, I say, cool. We're going to pile things in here. It's time for me to begin attacking. This also advances a piece. This also allows me to begin clearing space for the castle, etc. Fine. The horse comes forward. I say this is a very strange move. I have not seen this move before. It feels like he's being super aggro with his pieces. And happily, he has given me a free pawn. That's great. I love free pawns. I say, wow, he's attacking The pawn and the pawn, that's fine. If he wants a pawn, he can take it. Furthermore, the pawns are protected. This pawn is protected by a rook. This one by the king. Everything is good in the world. What a fool he's been in advancing his horsey so much. Free pawn! Oh, actually, I don't go free pawn. Instead, I go, we hate horses here. So I move forward a little bit. How exciting! And then, ta-da! And I say, time to protect that pawn with the, oh god, there's a bishop there. That felt pretty bad. And so I go, well, we gotta get the king out of the way. I don't know why I say that, but I say that. It's just a move. And they take my queen. And after that, it's pretty much rage play. There's some attempts to do some things. I don't know. I don't resign. I don't resign because you all have been emphatic that we don't resign this family. And so I try to play it through. I play it through. Everything is fine. At this point, I'm still playing angry, frankly. And so I move the pawn forward, and that's not great. Oh no. And then I run away with my rook. I don't know why I do that, but I do that. The queen comes to visit also. We attack the queen. That's good. We lose a pawn. We're afraid of losing the rook because the queen's behind. And so I move my knight here. Why do I move my knight there? We could have moved forward. Oh, because there's a check. That's what it is. So we're stopping the check here. That's good. They then take my knight. That's fine. Battle king go. At this point, I recognize if we're going to win this thing, we need to have our king be super aggressive. You will recognize that he is currently plus 11. I am aware of that. But as God is my witness, we're not going to give up because you say don't give up. The queen begins doing upsetting things. I advance a pawn for reasons I don't fully know right now, possibly to give my rook some space to operate. They move forward, attacking the bishop. Unfortunately, I've sort of backed my bishop into a rough location here because he can retreat to here and be lost, to here and be lost, to here and be useless, I guess. And so I think I run up this direction. Is that right? No, I run away. I run away to a position where I attack his bishop. Like I said, I'm playing angry right now. And he doesn't take my bishop with his bishop because he's setting up a trap, I believe. And doesn't want to lose his bishop to the king. Even though as plus 11, my suspicion is that he really should be trading down pieces. Here comes a rook. Here comes a pawn. Here comes a knight. Knight's attacking a pawn and the king. The king moves. Here's the queen. Oh god. The king tucks in. In this moment, I say to myself, we're having a huddle. We're making a pocket for the quarterback to operate out of. He is well protected and will come forward in fury, defending himself and all those nearby. This, though, is not true. I've made an automatic checkmate. How exciting! I give you my game from last night. What a good time that was. As I said, the important thing to learn here, of course, is to look forward a little bit more. At this point, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to stop the fork. So it's possible by this point, I guess I advance my queen. And that way, if he comes forward, I can take it. And if he goes to here, the bishop protected at least. But yeah, I didn't see what was happening at all here. And that was not a nice moment for me. You like pawn d5. So the pawn advances. Wait, pawn d5. Don't we have the same problem? The move is queen pawn forward. Oh, pawn d5, sorry. To block the bishop. Oh, I see. I see. Huh. Okay. Because then when it goes forward, the king can then defend himself? Wait, I think I've screwed something up. What's up? So he moves to there. Cool. I then go forward 2 as you requested. This threatens the bishop. He goes to here. The king can take it. Is that the correct sense there? Is that the correct sense of things? In that, like, I lose my checking privileges, but at least I haven't died. Okay. I see how that would work. Yeah, I feel so silly that I didn't notice this. Like, I explicitly said to myself, this horse is safe. I mean, the fact of it is, so often, as many of you know, I get stuck on what the opposition is doing, and I find myself desperately interested in responding to the opposition. And so I've been trying to teach myself not to only react in response to the opposition's move. And so occasionally, like, I'll see, like, okay, they're attacking pawns. So what? Now, of course, the case, there are different conditions in which they'll attack things. I just need to not be led around by my nose, as the phrase has it. So we'll see. Okay. You wouldn't see the knight attack after his pawn move. Okay. Do I know the points of the value? Or the value of the points? I believe the pawns are 1. I believe the knights and the bishop are of equal value. Like 2, I suppose. The bishop is like 10, maybe. The queen is more. So I know the order at least. I know the order thing. It was 3. It's 3, okay. This is why I need to play the cheese strats. Okay. I hate the cheese strats so much. Think about tempo too. Too many things. I can't think about it all right now, but I agree. Tempo is needed also. The rook is 5. The queen is 10. Okay. But again, I do know the general value of these things. So I understand, like, when I'm piling up or trading, it's good. Like, it's bad for me to take a bishop and lose a rook. I know these things. Okay, cool. Let's go and do one quick lesson. Thank you for talking with me through that particular issue in my life. Surely all of my other issues have already been resolved. Friends, an ad break is coming, which is perfect timing. After the little lesson, after our quick little puzzles, we'll get a game going, and there'll be no need to run a bonus ad. All right, the opening principles I learn now. An active piece has the potential to make many moves. The best way to get pieces active is to move them toward the center of the board. Black to move. Can you find a developing move for black that prevents white from castling? So, something involving check would be fun. I have a queen. That's not useful. Now, I guess prevent castling would also be because there's something they'd prefer to do. Okay, so the pawn can go forward. That does nothing. My bishop is blocked here. Is that true? You're blocked. The queen can't really do anything. Huh. So I don't immediately see what to do. I'd love to have, like, my green bishop here. No, I don't see a move that prevents white from castling. I do not currently see that move. This clearly does not do so. but it does open a path for the green buddy. If the queen goes forward, I mean, she's forking this. That doesn't prevent a castle. I'm going to do it so they mean like delay a castle. No, it doesn't prevent white from castling. Okay, what am I missing then? So we need to attack on the king. Definitely. So these pawns can't do so. This bishop is blocked out. Oh! If I can attack the place where the rook would go, that's good. Ah! Okay. So if they were to castle now, we then take the rook. I see. So it's not preventing it per se. It's not preventing. Like, they could still castle if they wanted to, correct? Like, they can't castle. You can't castle or check. This is not check, though, is it? Wait, why is that check? This isn't check, is it? It goes through a check. Oh! So the reversal of these two positions is not instantaneous. I didn't realize that. I thought that the castling happened like before any other move happened. Got it, thank you. So the king moves through two positions, and then the rook becomes ethereal and passes through also. Got it. Had no idea on that one. This makes a lot more sense. Cool. So in these lessons, we're learning like hidden game principles that I had no idea about. So a very happy lesson. That's cool. Things be captured en passant. We haven't gotten to that one yet. It's a French phrase to me. White wants to capture black's pawn on c3. 3. C. Hello. Which captures the activated piece? So like this is the obvious capture, but no, the pieces are behind. Let's do this. Hooray! White captures the pawn, makes a knight an active piece fighting for the center. Next up, white wants to develop the light squared bishop. What's the best square for the bishop? Light squared bishop. It's you! Alright, so we sure like attacking the f-pawn. That's not going to happen here because buddy is involved. I'm guessing here because it protects the pawn. But I can imagine here because you can move this way too. We're going to say protect the pawn. Wrong, you fool! When activating a piece, don't forget to keep your other pieces safe. I mean, I agree. But that's horse's dead regardless. Oh, I'm blocking out the queen. Okay, so here for more movement to the right and the queen's not blocked out. Got it. Hello, Benjamin. Yo, can I play you? Did you look at my title there that says ELO 308 and say, it's time to noob stomp? do you understand how bad I am at this game? Though there is great pleasure in beating up on noobs in Team Fortress and so on, not on my stream, but thank you. Alright, how can black develop a piece and block white's rook from attacking the dark squared bishop? Block white's rook from attacking the dark squared bishop. Hello. Develop piece also. So, ideally, we want to attack here as a way of holding it off. I mean, so obviously the case that we can't just move the bishop because, hey, it's the king in the way. I have this desire to say, the king can protect the bishop, thank you. Which seems like true to me, right? You're 2300. Why would you even ask me if I want to play that? What is wrong with you? So, like, my first thought is, if the rook attacks, the king can do this, no one's attacking him, that's trading a bishop for a rook, I'll take it. But no. We can move this bishop forward, and then ta-da, you're protected. But I want to find something that attacks here. How do I do that? I mean, the king could step to the side and become battle king. This move does not block white rook. So they want it explicitly blocking as opposed to discouraging, we say, than discouraging. So, I mean, we can go here and block it, but the pawn comes over. Yeah, that's fine too. That's fine too. What really blocks this? There's no possibility of check. Blocks it. I mean, that's not what you want. What am I missing? I mean, this is a block, LOL. Okay. So the what they want here is that the rook is stopped and a pawn takes it instead of the king taking it. Fair. Okay, if you say it's a video game. Black activates the light-squared bishop and is ready to castle. White now activates the bishop and threatens to capture the c7 pawn. But thanks, I hate it, right? So I tend not to want to attack here because the rook will eat the bishop and then like go eat everyone. I tend to think of this as being insubstantial. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe this matters quite a bit. Oh, c7. Oh, white is trying to capture c7. I apologize. This is the 7 side, that's the 2 side. Got it. How can black bring the king to safety and protect the c7 pawn in a single move? Is the king not safe? So, like, castling left won't do it. So, when I hear, like, let's protect the pawn, I immediately think, just move the king over, he will battle king. But I see here we're being taught about queenside. Yeah, queenside castling. Castling for sure. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, cool. Black's rook is ready to invade on e1 or e2. How can you prevent both these moves that activates white's rooks? So, rook invading on e1 and e2. That'd be awful. How do we stop that and activate my rook? I mean, the king can step forward like this. Battle king is ready to go. I think I might be faster to battle king than I should be. Right? The great desire to have my king become an offensive piece, like attacking piece, is too strong in me. We gotta stop that. All right, friends, a lesson complete, a game review complete. We'll do 3 quick puzzles, and then we'll play an actual factual game against an actual factual human. Calculate correctly, and you'll win some material. Beep boop calculation online. So number 1, Battle King, whoops, not there. Battle King possibilities. That's nice. Number 2, we can move this forward to protect the knight. That's pretty cool. Number 3, why don't we just eat the bishop? Why does the larger one not simply eat the smaller one? So if I take that, they take that, presumably. That's a fair trade. That is not winning material. I think this is a good move. Wrong again, you fool. That wasn't it. Want to try again? Not particularly, but if you say so. My rooks are blocked out. Is it just this? You missed a key idea. Oh, is it just castling? I mean, okay, right. So, no, castling doesn't help here. Castling doesn't help at all here, does it? The pawn's in the way of taking and protecting the knight. I think. Is this what you want, video game? Oh, can we not castle? No castling allowed. Do you want this? Well, I'm stumped. I'm stumped. A good first question is, are there any checks? Oh, I see. We can do one of those. I got it now. Hooray! Hooray! Oh, are we hitting the queen also? My great desire to take rooks in corners where they don't even get to activate the piece. Haha, what fun. But no, I see the queen can be taken also. Alright, we lost that one now. Hello. Yeah, we solved it! We solved it! No, I'm well aware the queen is worth more. I just get excited about the rook and don't look. Alright, that's 2 down, 1 more. Thank God. And then we're free from this ongoing nonsense. I can win the game with a checkmate. Okay. So I want to do the thing, but I don't believe the thing is doable right now. The thing is where we line up our queen and our rook and rush on in very silly ways. But in this case, the queen stops my movement to there. Are there any checks? I mean, oops. Yes, there is a check. I don't think it's a good check, though. The queen can go to here and then die to the rook. The queen can go to here and die to a pawn. The rook can go to here. I don't know where she would go, though. Wait, there's a check. I mean, there's a check, we just lose the bishop. So I go there, check. Yum, yum, yum. It's not it. It's not it. Queen goes forward. Not check, but kind of interesting. Wrong, you fool! You hung your queen. Ah, so I did. Very good. I'm going to do this. I'm glad that's wrong. What are we not seeing? Other than everything. I mean, that... And this is why we're bad at chess, my friends. We're going to threaten the queen. Wrong again, you fool! What am I not seeing? Hurrah! That's wrong, obviously. Hurrah! That's wrong, obviously. I have no idea. I don't have to take a piece right away, I agree. You can't threaten a piece of peach wasn't defended. I kind of agree. I don't know, team. I don't know. Too smart for me. So I know I don't need to take a piece right away. Did I try this yet? Okay, I mean, we can focus on this square instead. I hung my bishop. That's true. That's definitely true. I mean, I can move my pawn forward to protect the bishop, etc. The queen can move here, attacking the king. The rook can go in then and cause bad times. I think that might be it. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Cat. I mean, why isn't that fine? Like, the rook takes the... Oh, because then it takes the queen also. We're getting closer, team. We're getting closer. I mean, she could take this. The rook can go to here. We may have hit the limit of my abilities in this game. So what do I want to attack? I want to get something in here such that... Oh, we can take the rook right now. Hey, we found it. We found it. Don't worry, we found it. Just took a while. Oh, man. Oh, man. See, the problem with this kind of thing is... I get so hyper-focused on one idea. Like, I am attacking the king. The king must die. That I don't notice the collateral movement. I had to recognize forks. I needed to take the rook in the corner. Thank you. All right. We're getting there. I have trouble seeing diagonals 100%. 100%. In the past week or so, I've gotten better at finding... I've gotten better at finding knight forks. I struggle with diagonals maybe quite a bit. And I said before, like, my spatial reasoning is not A+, but we're learning gradually, and that makes me happy. All right, we've solved 3 puzzles today. We've done 1 lesson. Now it's time for the treat, playing against an actual human in the world. As many of you know, I will not be reading chat from more or less this point forward, and so have fun chit-chatting through the game. Where are you from? E4 Gang Rise Up. You're from where? Sri Lanka. Wow. Okay, I'm going to do a totally responsible D move also. That seems fun. My current plan is if he takes... Hello. Well, I didn't like that, not even a little bit. Why do these people not play chess? Okay. I jump my knight forward. Good. If you want him, you can have him. We exchange, etc. Video game. Why can't we have nice things in this world? Like, why can't we just, like, have a fun little center fight for a while and don't just run into checks immediately? Maybe I'm never going to move my d-pawn again. All right, you are now attacking this piece. If you take that piece, our knight can take you. So, we believe in kicking bishops. Go away, bishop. No one likes you. He better not come forward and do some, like, nonsense forking action. Okay. So I was planning to have my bishop come forward and attack the F. That is still in order, I suppose. And so I'm kind of considering doing that. But we'll see who does with his bishop, etc. That would help me then to begin freeing space for my castling. We could also move forward the knight. Okay. Give me a second here. So if I take this, I'm up by 2 points. He will then take my knight, presumably, and I'm still up by 2 points. If he doesn't, he's going to fork my queen and my rook. I hate this game so much. Okay. So... I believe I moved my queen forward, stopping his nonsense. We discussed that previously. I think I'm supposed to move a pawn forward, but I don't remember how that works. So my queen protects from this nonsense. Okay. I guess black can be played much more aggressively than I've done. Like for me, my black side play is always trying to be responsive to what the white does. And maybe it's the case that I just don't play white aggressively enough. Okay. So, no one likes that. I didn't see you could jump my queen still, but this is good. Okay. Someday I'll be able to develop my pieces like a normal human. Someday I can develop in pieces. I loathe this game. I loathe chess. So unbelievably much. Okay, we can go take a pawn. That'd be pretty cool. That would put him in check. He'd have to move the queen forward to stop this, correct? I guess he can move the king over, stopping, Is this what chess really is, team? Like, that little series of lessons I just took said, like, be sure to develop your center. Isn't it nice to have center? The game is played in the center of the field. Pure nonsense. We can move our bishop here to try to hold off this. Do I resign? Give me a 1 for resign, a 2 for play it out. I'm behind by 7 in the early game. 1 for resign, 2 for play it out. I'll look in a second. There are a lot of 2s. 2 is play it out. Okay, fine. So bishop blocks this out. We can move bishop. I think I'm just going to do this. Whatever. That also protects the pawn behind. We've ground our way out of worse before. He's inviting me to a queen trade. That will also stop his king from being able to castle. I could move my bishop to here, having the queen trade on this side instead. But he could attack over on the pawn. We don't want that. We believe in queen trades in this family, apparently. Cool. So at least it's the case now that he can't check. I should begin attempting to develop the possibility of a castle to get my rook to the middle. There is a check right now, isn't there? This is the kind of check, though, that when I play, always gets the bishop harassed in the corner. So let's not do that right now. Instead, I'll move where? I mean, we can just move you forward for a little bit. Or knight forward. So knight forward does basically nothing right now. I mean, fine. Whatever, it's a move. No resigning. Only learning. There's a second match in a row where there's super aggressive early moves. Just take my yeah, whatever. No complaints, only play. I must remember that this bishop is on this pawn forever. As of right now, we could defend the pawn good. So I want to move my bishop to here, I believe. It controls the center. And nobody's attacking right now, but it is attacking the outside pawns. This is not protecting the A1 bishop attack, but okay. I wonder if there's a way to check the king there. So our jumps here, which stop protecting the pawn. Hello. Okay. Hello. We could attack a pawn there. That's also attacking the rook, but the king just eats the pawn, or eats the knight. Is there a way to set up an attack on this position? I don't see one. So we just castle now. And the nice thing about castling is it threatens his bishop. And I like that. I think it's a smart idea. He's going to have to move his bishop somewhere. This is safe. This is not safe. So presumably the bishop's going forward by one step. And then maybe we go harass him? Okay. Is it the case this piece is trapped right now? I believe this piece is trapped right now. If he goes here, we got him. If he goes here or here, we got him. And if he doesn't move, that's fine too. So I think I'm going to make that move. And I don't think any of my pieces will be taken at the same time. So this seems smart to me. So I guess he's leaving the bishop in the... Oh. That's a thing too. Cool. I felt so clever for a moment. I felt really clever there, but yeah, cleverness was not earned, unfortunately. So if I'd gone over one more with the rook, yeah, it would have protected the pawn, but not taken the bishop. Got overly excited about taking a piece, unfortunately. That's too bad. I need to make sure I don't set my rook onto green, of course. Unfortunate. Okay, at least I didn't lose the rook. That's the important thing here. So I can move my bishop to here, attempting an exchange. I'm behind by enough that I don't think I should be doing exchanges, though. That exchange would... This would truly trap the bishop, I believe. Yeah. But in a way, it's sacrificing the way I probably shouldn't. I can move this pawn forward and then attack in cool ways. The rook covers that, though. I'm not sure. Is it time to go check the king? If we check the king and he goes this way, I can then move my knight forward, maybe? Though he'd probably get out of check by coming back and protect the pawn. That then leads to an attack on the rook. Or do I just move some pawns forward? Is that what this comes to? Is it time to move pawns forward and activate Battle King? Well, I guess for right now, my knight could go there and threaten a pawn and just like hang out for a while. So to be honest with you, I'd like to resign very much. I will not, but I sure would like to. We can go take a pawn there, I suppose. And there's no negative follow-up. Still go ahead and do that. Yeah, I think losing my queen really early just... What's the point in some way? Like, when they're able to make a fool of me with two pieces, that feels pretty bad. All right. So the rook comes on out, still attacking nothing. We can move our... There's no interesting moves to the knight still, unfortunately. The bishop should probably come back home, because if not, I believe that he'll get trapped. And so unfortunately, I think the move is to here. Or, expecting the trap, what can I do? I mean, I can move my knight to here to protect the bishop. I don't know, team. We could send the rook forward to here to attack that. I don't know how he'd respond to that. He might move the rook over. And then we can then take this. You know what? I may need to leave the rook back here to protect the king. I don't know. Okay, let's I bet the rook just gets kicked then. I am moving forward a pawn. The H column exists. It's protected by my knight. That doesn't really matter in this case. So if the rook moves to here, I exchange a rook for a bishop. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I was told that a mark of becoming a better player is knowing how to see the really aggressive openings and punish because of it. At this point, I can't even see them, so we got some steps before we get into where we want to be on that one. So I move this pawn forward. He can take with no follow-up. I don't know. Do I start marching Battle King to the north? The problem, of course, is the entire army over on the left still. It's just a lot going on, man. A lot going on. At least it made things complicated having to think for a moment. Maybe he didn't expect me to just move. Oh, he's disconnected. Oh, that's too bad. I hate to make generalizations, but many of the times the players we play who are from certain areas of Asia do disconnect kind of regularly. And I wonder if I'm on an Asia server or if at this time of night there are just a lot of people who play, I guess this time of Saturday maybe, there are a lot of people who play from Asia. That's a shame. That's a shame. Hopefully he comes back in soon. Obviously, he's winning by a fair amount. Paul Collings is probably hitting his table right now, saying, "But I'm winning! But I'm winning! You can't let that foolish Japanese man win!" Yeah, my ELO deserves to be below 300 right now. Maybe we'll get 8 points undeservedly. Not like this. Maybe there's an advantage to playing with people who come from less fully technologized nations. Maybe I should find a way to only play people from these nations. It's my own version of cheese. Tokyo internet can't be beaten, but Sri Lankan internet, not so good. Oh, Paul, I'm sorry. Yeah, we see at least one of these a day, and every time it's just sad. Kind of sad. Oh, come on back. 15 seconds. I thought I had made him think. No GG on this one, friends. I need you to write, "I'm sorry, Paul," in chat. I'm sorry, Paul. Please write. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. All right. All right. All right. That's right. I'm sorry, Paul. We don't take these. We don't take these at all. Okay. So we didn't enjoy ourselves in this one. we didn't enjoy this one even a little bit. I want to resign at least twice. But let's see how low our accuracy is. 53. I played like a 200 there. My middle game apparently is quite strong. Surprisingly, I have no blunders. I have no blunders there, which is a little bit rare. But again, I should have lost pretty straight away. So show me how things went. Yeah. So I blundered early. Like I was a hero for a second, and then I blundered. I think it was my queen move or something involving that nonsense there. So when I felt down, chat was finding hopeful scenarios. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, but I myself did not see them, and so it's how it goes. All right. We move forward. We have been told that the center game matters. I'm playing opponents on my level. It doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel that way at all. It feels like Like, their openings feel so strong, such that I don't know how to counter them. But we'll see what I miss this time. So, I'm playing a center game. That's nice. And then once again, surprise. So, I could have moved a pawn out. Why didn't I move a pawn out? That's an interesting question. Paul was below me in Elo. You don't know that. You don't know that. You're just trying to be nice to me. Yeah, I guess I moved the knight out with the hope of protecting this pawn also. I think that's what I said. I think that's what I said. So probably better just to move this pawn out, which I guess what I don't like about this pawn movement as always is it stops the knight from developing. So maybe I'm happy with that move, actually. I think I'm happy with that move. So that's good. That's not good, you fool! Okay. So they would have preferred me to do one of those. It forces the bishop away. Okay, so I guess with the knight coming out, it doesn't attack the bishop. It blocks the bishop instead. I see. Okay, makes sense. All right, good job, dum-dum. Horse comes forward. I can pick up a free pawn. I did not do that. I finally recognized, haha, it is time for a kick. Going back to this move, I'm going to tell you something honestly, and I feel very stupid, but I think that emotional catharsis is important. The reason I didn't move the pawn there is because you never move the f-pawn. Okay. Their knight comes out. I don't know what's happening here. Is attacking a pawn. I go kick the bishop, because why not? Okay. Surprise, the bishop, the horse comes over. What's going on? I agree, I'm confused also. I think because I lost yesterday on this nonsense, I was hyper attuned to it. I'm not gonna let the stupid horse take my queen or my rook again. So this moment right here is just me being really, really concerned about last game in some sense. So video game would have preferred just that. It stops the pin, obviously. That is good. What actually happened is I moved my queen, and the reason I did that was to attack the knight while simultaneously, if he goes here to take the rook, I can stop it. I liked that idea very, very much. So had I played here, and he played here, I'd do that, and everything would be very nice. That was the thinking that went by there. We trade a knight for a pawn. Super great. I guess. But obviously, that's not how this thing worked. So they would have preferred this. And, yeah, I don't know what the best move is after that. I mean, he can still take this and then use the king. So you'll recall that last time this happened, yesterday evening, I said repeatedly, the king can protect the f-pawn. This is false. This is profoundly false. And so that's probably why I wasn't ready for the king to work there. So what if I'd taken this, and then their queen got involved? Okay, so given the setup this time, the queen couldn't attack my king. I guess that's what makes it different this time from last time. Last time I got pinned in through a knight and the queen together. Okay. So from here instead, I mean, you could take the knight. It's just an exchange. We don't like the doubling, but yeah. Okay. 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 Don't need to protect the F pawn if the bishop doesn't exist. Yep, I agree. I agree. I agree. All right. Thank you all for your good thoughts. We continue along. A blunder, but that's how it goes. He takes the knight. The queen can't do anything. Apparently, my taking this here is the end of the human race. I don't know why this is the world's worst move. I missed an opportunity to just take a pawn. It's crazy to me that taking a knight, the guaranteed taking of the knight, is worse for me than the taking of a pawn. Now, I see why that is. The knight was blocking out the bishop, and I lost the rook here, and I still forgot that's why it was bad, incidentally. Yeah, I forgot what I had done in my enthusiasm to take some pieces. And this moment felt really bad. I think this was the second "may I please resign" moment. And so I then block the king. I lose the rook. I finally take that piece. That's pretty cool. I set up the queen trade. He stops being able to check, or castle rather. At this point, I feel pretty bad about the world, but we make some moves. He puts his rook in a position to attack a more open area than others. We castle in order to threaten the bishop. Oh, I wanted to resign here also, because I was so proud of myself. I was so unbelievably proud of myself here for finding a trap that wasn't. So I wonder if I would have moved the rook all the way over. Would that have been better? It protects the pawn. It overlooks an opportunity to kick a bishop. I mean, there's that. That's not kicking a bishop. What do you want from me? Oh, man. Okay. So they want me to go ahead and do the check. I mentioned that was possible, but it seemed to me that going for the check was kind of a waste, and the king just moves somewhere next door and still protects itself, like probably there. And then if we bishoped in, we just died. So what do you want again? Wait, they actually want me to move this first to the check. Wait, this first to the check. What? Why can't I move? Why can't I move? What did I miss? They do that. They then move there, right. And so they want me to check the king with that instead of the rook. This is a way to win the bishop, apparently. So they have the king step off. Wrong direction. I tire of this analysis, unfortunately, my friends. I think I've gotten exhausted of this game. Because I'm so far behind, it just feels bad. So, where do you want to move now? They move backwards. I don't know why that's better. Because the rook is in position to charge on out. Like, this feels better to me, I guess. But they want this instead. And then we check again. And we're doing the two bishops thing. And is that checkmate? That may be checkmate. Look at their queen size, nothing developed. Oh no, I definitely saw it, Shepard. I definitely saw that, and it was enraging that they had developed nothing and were beating the dickens out of me. Have I tried playing AIGM? No, why would I do that? C6 is not mate. Oh yeah, the pawn. The pawn can move forward, and then we step back, I guess. who knows? I'm done with this particular game, my friends. I'm going to go ahead and run a quick ad break. So we have a full game ahead in just a moment. Those of you hanging out with me, tolerating the badness, I appreciate it. So we won this one, even though, like, Fellow was a fair bit up on me, certainly. And, yeah. I made some moves. Don't get so discouraged. I mean, it's just, it takes the wind out of my sails when I lose my queen really early. It's just incredibly dispiriting. But that's how it goes. All right, team, ad break. We're in FK to get some water. I'll see you in just a minute or two. Thank you for being here as always. And, yeah, it's a life. There. Oh, Marks, you're right. I did forget to pull up the Odyssey RimWorld DLC information. I can't do that now, but maybe on Monday we'll do so. I'm looking forward to the RimWorld DLC, but I'm more excited for this. Remember, whoever makes the last move that loses. I mean, that's a nice slogan. That's a nice slogan all the way, but I don't know. It's something. Back in a minute or two. Appreciate you. Thanks for being here, folks. New viewers, if you enjoy yourself, consider throwing a follow this way, and we'll hang out more days, I promise. BRB. All right. Hello again, everyone. Good seeing ya. Here we are. Continuing along. You're going to hear the noise of a USB device being plugged in. My phone has 8% battery left, so I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. Hello? Please connect. There we go. Also, happy to report that in the past week, my wife and I have changed to a 5G internet service instead of the 4G we've had for a very long time. Honestly, I noticed no difference whatsoever. Am I supposed to notice the difference? Is 5G actually amazing and worthy of our praise for the future, or is it just kind of whatever? Also, how long until 6G comes out? All right, while you're explaining to me the joy of the bonus G, we're going to go ahead and do this. Chess games feature 3 phases: the opening, the middle game, and the end game. Watch the video. No. Let's get started. Can you move? Good lord. Yes, I can move a pawn forward. Hooray! You got it. Then e4 moves a pawn directly to the center. After black gains space with one e5, you can develop a piece to the center and attack black's pawn. I mean, there are 2 possibilities. Wait. There are 2 possibilities. Excellent! White develops the knight towards the center to capture the pawn on e5. Black moved the bishop to the e7 square. There you are. I take advantage and immediately win a pawn. Hey, I can. Hey, I can. Shay has a question. Want to give a brother some advice? You've gotten lazy over the years. What is just a system to get you back to being more productive outside of work? I mean, it's not clear I'm the person to ask. That says it's much easier to give advice than to take it. Yeah, what I've done to be productive outside of work is to set one very, very small goal for myself. I find often that if I can just do one thing that is important or must be done otherwise, it begins to loosen up the feeling of I just can't do anything. So if I realize that the whole house needs to be swept, I say, okay, I'm going to go sweep this corner here. And then it feels absolutely ridiculous to put the broom back down after that. And so I do a little work then. Also, as you know already, there are ways to incentivize. So for example, like maybe you might say, I love listening to this podcast. Well, I'll listen to that podcast while I work, and I won't be allowed to watch on other conditions at all. Hello, Thomas Veal. Want to play chess? I appreciate the invitation. My guess, though, is you're much better than I am, so I'm going to pass, but maybe someday, Thomas. I hope you're doing well. That's my sense, Che. There's no silver bullet for feelings of procrastination or depression or whatever, but small habits help. Okay, we're doing our lesson. Let's continue. Black pawn on e5 is under attack from the knight on f3. Can a knight go forward to protect it? Heck yes, it can. Hooray! All right, these lessons are a little easy this time. Can the f1 bishop move to an open diagonal that controls the center? There we go. Excellent. White's ready to castle. Can I castle the king? All right, challenge 5, here we go. Black's not on f6, attacking the e4 pawn. Knight, f6, the pawn. Can you develop a knight to protect them? We got it. All right. White wants to move a pawn to protect the e4 pawn and open diagonal for the bishop on c1. What's the move? Protect the e4 pawn and open up the diagonal for here. Hooray! Okay, it's still going. Excellent. We've protected the e4 pawn and open up the c1 h6 diagonal. Can I develop the c1 bishop to square the attacks of black knight? I mean, I'm not supposed to do this, but there you go. All right, very good, very good, very good. We've learned our lesson. It's time to return to a real game. Yeah, if I do this, they just kick the bishop, and then I feel sad. I guess it paused the development of the knight for a moment, but yeah, I've never found the goodness in this move, unfortunately. Like I realize that the bishop is protected here, so assuming this, then if we lose it, then I don't know. Goodbye, Thomas. It's all right. Someday you'll find someone who'll play with you. I'm just not very good at chess. All right, let's do it. Back on the horse again. Someone from the great nation of Indonesia. Indonesia here. You gonna move first? Let's please be reasonable. We're playing against someone who's at 227. The ELO machine is interested in pulling me down to the depths. Sub 300 again. If we lose, we're at 299. The lessons, though, are all like, develop the center. Look at people. Oh, come on. Look at people playing in the center. And then, so many of the games we've had recently are not playing in the center. Instead, it's people doing wild queen and bishop and knight moves. Disconnected easy win? Nah, unfortunately not. It counts as a non-existent match, so that's too bad. Oh, you back? Nope, unfortunately not. All right. No change. Let's try again. Versus the last pope. Fun. Let's do what today? Let's do this today. Okay, you're attacking there now. That's interesting. I've not seen this before. The queen can now move out. This is the f-pawn. That's not the f-pawn. If I move my knight out, you take that, I assume. We take that. The queen can take this. Their queen wins. We don't want that. I'm going to move this knight forward to protect the black pawn. Huh. Okay. My queen can go free now. I'm not supposed to touch the same piece twice, so let's move the queen forward. Also, the sounds are playing a little strange, aren't they? The queen is now being attacked by a knight. That's not great. I should probably close some tabs, shouldn't I? Okay. So the queen should move somewhere strong. That is strong. However, they just kick then, I suppose. I mean, she can go basically anywhere, right? Like, let's just hold the diagonal. That'd be kind of cool. She protects the knight also? I mean, sure. I'm going to close a couple of windows real quick. I wish that the review didn't open up a whole new window each time. Oh, I'm blocking the bishop now. I shouldn't have done that. But we'll see. Fun openings, fun openings. This person's from Puerto Rico, right? Is Puerto Rico? Chile! I apologize for my pure ignorance. Alright, we end up disconnecting every other move. Oh, man. I pay good money for this website, Rabble, Rabble, Rabble. Please give me people with stable internet. Rabble, Rabble, Rabble. I wonder if some of these people have very low elos because they disconnect regularly. That must feel pretty bad. Yeah, I think this game's a little early for me to really evaluate what I should have done. Had I attacked with my knight instead of the queen, I wonder if he still would have moved this out. Because I probably would have taken the exchange. I don't know, though. I don't know. Yeah, I probably won't review this one. I'm guessing some of you have some things to say about my queen movement. But, I'm not feeling particularly attached to this game of all the games, so... what do you got, team? What do you got? I can show you some magic cards if you want. I can show you the very exciting magic cards from the Portal's Three Kingdoms. That's the ones that are like special Asian cards, special like Three Kingdoms of China cards, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know what to do. How do I fill time when I can't read chat? I played a game featuring the Queen's Gambit. Cool. Hello, friends. How's it going? How we going? All right. Oh, it was echoing across multiple tabs. Thanks for noticing that. So, that's a win. That's a win. I don't like that win. Let's do it again. I have a worthy match. The great nation of Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Good seeing you. All right. We are reasonable players. Hello. Okay, we are reasonable players. No. We hate this game so much. All right. If the pawn goes forward, the queen must retreat, I believe, because if the pawn is taken, we take back. If the queen goes here, the rook takes it. I believe this is the correct move. I hate you so much. I hate this game so much. Can I express the amount of fury I have for this game right now? We sacrifice the knight, I guess. You're taking a stupid rook. La 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 la. Hello. I'm like the Buddhist karate masters who need to go through hundreds of times being hit in the stomach over and over again so they finally learn to be strong. I can throw my knight into the blender. That doesn't help. I believe we lose our bishop. I can move my king out of the way so the queen can then respond to that. I loathe this game. It's just... Okay. So he wants me to do this, presumably. Why is he allowing me to do this? It doesn't change the situation here. It doesn't threaten my knight. I think that's fine. Okay. We just move pawn forward. So this guy's been playing all checks all the time. Okay, he runs away. Cool. I sort of want to move my bishop here just to have a queen trade and call it good. Because the queen is threatening here in a way I don't know what to do with, unfortunately. So I'm going to make this choice. I don't know if it's a good one, but it feels right in the moment. So take my queen, please. Okay. In this position, the bishop's protected by the queen. That's pretty good. I'm only behind by 7. Please take my queen. I'd like you to take my queen, please. I'd just like to get this over with, please. I'll look at the game review, but... Yeah. So... I wonder if I can attack the f-pawn and make this good for us all. So if the bishop attacks here, we're attacking the f-pawn. I could then move my queen in potentially. The queen is protecting the bishop also. That said, if we go here, the king gets moved over one step. And then I don't know what. Okay. Fine. Is this chess? Is this just what chess is? Is whoever can like pull out the dumbest move fastest? Because if so, it's just not a fun game. I realize it's not that. I realize that until I learn how to deal with this, it's just going to be this kind of game. But I don't know. It's not much fun to have your whole right side demolished by turn 10 or so. Yeah, I've done a delightful job here of getting my bishop trapped. That's pretty cool. If I move here, I'm attacking the queen, but I'm also just like setting up pick your poison on the minor pieces. Please just take my queen. Please. It's been enough time. Please take my queen. I noticed that none of my pieces on the left side are developed. I'm not sure. I hate you so much. Okay, so I blocked in even more. Okay. We can go here and attack the queen, but she's threatening to go take those things. So I think I just step over one. I'm now protecting that bishop. How do I move forward from here? I'm sorry that, like, once a day we have a cranky period of, like, I hate this game. Like, I want to love this game. It's the kind of game that people like me are supposed to enjoy. And yet, I don't know. I want to be friendly, wholesome, LOL resorty. I really, really want that. But I don't know how to be that in cases like this. I'm just resigning. I'm tired of it. Okay. So tired of this. Like, what's the point? Okay, so yeah, we play the middle, because I've been told that you play the middles. Don't want to play now. Thomas, I have no interest in playing with you. I have no interest in playing with a viewer. I don't want to get beaten up on by a viewer. I mean, I thank you. I thank you for inviting me to play, but sorry, I'm being very rude right now. It's very kind of you to offer to play me, but you've just seen how poor I am at this game, and I see no reason to expose myself to a viewer doing the same. Thank you, but random play makes it more likely I'll find someone of my skill level. Okay, I move forward because that weakens my position by a little bit. My hope is that the pawn goes over this way and the king is open. So I don't know. And then that. Okay, this is quite an error apparently. So this is bad. I say what we do with aggressive pieces like pawns and or bishops is we kick them. This is a bad move. So apparently the good move is this instead. So this attacks here and here, but she still does that. Okay. So I guess I just made the worst possible this. Eka, please chill. I mean, you said nothing wrong. I'm just not in great headspace right now. Yeah, okay. So because I did that, I'm now going to lose my rook. Every single time I move forward that G pawn, I just lose my rook, obviously. And I get it. But yeah, I don't know, team. I don't know, team. I don't know, team. Okay. Okay. I would like very much to quit and to go do something else, but I said I'd be live for Saturday. It is Saturday. It is time for us to get back on that horse and see how it goes. Hello to you, Indonesia again. Hopefully your internet is better than the last person's. We kiss there. Great. Okay, they're attacking that. So I can attack theirs in response. That's not how you do that. I could attack theirs in response. Okay. We're playing some center nonsense. Okay, they're defending that one now. If I move forward 2, they'll probably just knight into queen into ouch. What's a weird thing I can do that would help? I have my bishop here. My bishop can go attack the knight. If that happens, kick, presumably. And then, I don't know. So I could attack the f-pawn instead. That's a good move. That's a good move, I believe. Now it's a bad move. Very good. Okay. The pawn takes this. The queen is free, but that's fine. Maybe? Okay. Pawn for pawn. Pound for pound, pawn for pawn. We can now trade here. I wish I had someone attack that spot to stop the queen. I'll move my knight out if he wants to exchange knights. Cool. I could also castle now. I don't know if they already opened up our castling possibilities. Oh, also I can take this, can't I? No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. So my current intention is doot, if they want to go for it. Okay, they ran away. Fine. So the queen is now blocking that out. This is still being attacked, so I could go ahead and move into it anyway and see what happens. Their two horses have made a little stable for themselves. They're threatening this. So if I move the pawn forward to protect the bishop, it gives space for the C knight to start moving. I think I'd like to do that. If the queen comes down also, it catches her in a good spot. I think castling may happen next turn, but I'm not sure. Man, this feels so much better than previously. Yeah, this feels so much better to me than the other matches where it's just been, haha, check in round 1. Okay, you advanced. So if I were to take that pawn, my queen's exposed, we can queen trade, fine. If I take the pawn, the bishop is not protected anymore. And that's kind of bad. So I get a pawn and he gets a bishop. So that's not great. But if I don't take this, then... Oh, you know what? Is that okay? I don't know. We can't check with you. We can go oh, wait, this is interesting. We can go threaten his queen. That will, give me more time to deal with all of this, whatever it is. I'm going to go bully the queen. Cool. Presumably they kick here. And we'll deal with that in a moment. But that seems fun. I bet you didn't expect that. No one expects the suddenly moving bishop across the board. Okay, fine. I'm okay with leaving this just as is. But what else can I do? If we move here, we're attacking the bishop and a pawn and the knight. We stop attacking this. It could be an interesting trade. Because maybe it'll come that way. And then we take here. And that diffuses the issue I had before. Only issue with that is we go here, knight goes here, bishop goes here, queen goes here. We're down for the trade. I don't want to do that. If I don't do that, what happens? If we went for bishop trade, I have no one covering that spot. That was the appeal of this move. Is we have a cover then and we can threaten it with the king. I don't know. I'm at a loss. Wait, why don't I just move forward here? Why don't we just protect the bishop? Yeah. A little more passive, but protecting bishop seems good for right now. Maybe? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay. So that starts what I was worried about before, I think. Maybe the worst possible outcome has come to be. Okay. My queen can go take that and threaten the knight. I think that's better than doubling my pawns. But I sure would like to take something in response. So this is the something in response, but then we just lose our bishop also. And that's not a great thing. Yeah, I think that gets to count as like just one up for them. And I'll be bummed about it. Are there any other interesting moves available right now? Okay, so the bishop can ram forward, stopping check. But no one else is attacking that right now. Sure. We made a decision ultimately. Okay. So I lost I don't recall what was there. I lost the bishop there. Not ideal. So I'm down another piece. Now, I don't know, team. Not good moves. Maybe chess is not the game for me. I mean, that's what it comes to. All right. So if we go to here, we're attacking the bishop, and nobody's attacking us. If we go to here, we were previously forking a bishop and a knight, but now we're only attacking the knight and a pawn. Huh. Well, that's no fun. If we go here, we attack that. If we go here, we're attacking the king. Nothing's attacking the queen. I mean, is that true? Yeah. So at least they can't castle now. That seems good. We're protecting here also. There's a possibility of doing the thing. Maybe I should have castled before that move. So if I can get the rook involved in this, it becomes very fun very fast. With the queen there, less so, though. I don't know. We could castle on the queen side. Wait, no. Wait, what is it? If we castle on the queen side, the rook goes to here, I believe. And the king to here. I don't remember. I have to make sure that no one ends up on the C square. I'm not quite sure how that works, unfortunately. So we'll need to rethink that possibly. And maybe I go for the safe. I understand how it works, but I believe it's, well, no, Is it the king always moves 2? So 1, 2. I think the king always moves 2. So the king side, it seems better. Okay, they moved the knight to protect the king instead of moving the king. I'm a little surprised by that, but okay. The queen is not attacking anything useful there because of the bishop, nor there. But she can just hang out for now. That's fine. I think. So now I believe in a castle on king's side. Yeah. I want to see that queen side possibility there. I just don't remember how far things move at this point. Okay. It's a 4 nights game. Scotch variation accepted. Where's my scotch? That's what I need, obviously. Okay, they're only +5. Okay, they go in castle also. So now it is case for the queen to go here. So if I get a rook or somebody attacking there also, that'd be pretty swell. Or if I put my bishop there, that'd be pretty swell also, wouldn't it? Okay. My current thinking is I'd like to try that and see how it works. Because I think it's the case that if I get my bishop there and the queen goes in, it's checkmate? I think so. So that'd be pretty neat. The bishop is still protected here. Huh. I'm sure they'll move a pawn forward to stop it if I try it, but we'll see what happens. And it gets us more control of the center anyway. And if the queen decides to attack, we're still protected here. We'll see what happens. My rooks can see each other. I like that very, very much. So possibly I should get them closer together by moving the F rook out a bit. Got a lot of pawns hanging back also. Need to do something with them, certainly. I think the only win we've had in the past 2 days has just been the wins due to disconnections. Maybe this will save us. We'll see. All right, so they moved their rook over. They're protecting the knight and the queen, I guess. This feels cheesy. If this works, I'm going to feel bad about myself, just so you know. It's not checkmate. That's oh, it can move this way now. Got it. Got it. So by moving the rook, they gave space for the king. Fine. Okay. Well, we took a pawn. It felt nice to take a pawn. We're gonna say that for now. It always feels nice to take a pawn, don't you know? Alright, so that's unfortunate. Now, what can the queen do in this position? I mean, she can walk forward one. I could move a rook over. If I move a rook over, presumably their rook takes, then my rook takes, then I push in A plus yes good. I need some cover here so the king can't come out. Do I sacrifice a rook? Is that a smart decision? This is me trying to be much more aggressive than usual. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, team. If it doesn't work out, so because I'm trying something new, I feel joyous again. I think when I sort of give up. Oh, you did nothing. This is checkmate, right? How are you not checkmate? How are you not? Okay, the queen can move to defend. So I can take a queen here. A queen for a rook is an acceptable trade. Okay. So that wasn't exactly the plan. All right. I like leaving my rook here as he covers the escape of the king. That's pretty cool. No one is currently attacking the queen. If she goes here, he attacks. Fine. I don't have my white-colored bishop, unfortunately. My knight can move here, attacking there. Yeah? The queen comes forward and takes that, though, probably. And nothing quite works out. Okay. There's something important about threatening here. Though, again, this. I want to move a rook over. I don't know why. Okay. We can move to here, attacking the bishop. I don't know if it does anything for us. It makes the bishop go away, but some little so what? We can move the pawn forward in the hope it baits something. What do you say? Look at that encroachment upon your territory. Such encroachment. Oh, I thought I had the queen. Okay, so their rook falls back. I don't know what you're doing. It's probably bad to have my queen stuck back there. So we could retreat her to, oh boy, okay, there actually aren't that many spots because that's covered and that's covered. So I guess we go here for now on the queen if we want to move her. Not sure. Not sure. Okay. The bait didn't happen. We don't want to move forward anymore. I could just go ahead and move forward a pawn somewhere. I can move my rook over, but kind of sort of so what? And I guess the so what there is if ever someone does take the rook or the pawn, we're covering it. We could hop across. Hopping across attracts the rook's eye, which then be taken. If we hop across to here, we're then threatening that, which I'm not sure matters too much. Or we pull the queen back. Yeah, I just want to get some presence on the left side also. Another 4 minutes. So I've talked through quite a bit in the past little bit. That makes me feel better when I'm actually articulating things as opposed to just being my rook. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. The sentence I was going to say is, it sure is nice when I'm articulating my thoughts and developing a game plan as opposed to just losing pieces randomly. So, now it's... So what's interesting here is we take this. If they do that, we get that. And if not, we get to find what's a delightful little fork. Yeah? So if they don't take, we can take a rook. Or possibly the horse. I'm not sure about that. Let's think about that one some more. If they do attack, we take the queen. And we then lose the queen also. Huh. Do I actually want to do this then? Because like that gives me a fork. If I just go there, the queen takes my knight, and then I lose the queen also. Oh, I like this move so much, but I don't like it also. Well, I need to save my rook, obviously. So maybe I just do like the responsible thing and save a rook. I mean, we could queen trade also. Like, we can force the queen trade. My queen did so well back here. Sacrificing, I feel like it might be very, very dumb. So queen trade, and then he wants to chat. Okay. Hi, I am new and streaming and bad. Sorry for being slow. Yeah, occasionally I get chided by the other players from my speed of play. I just don't want to make the really stupid. Like, at some level, it doesn't matter if I'm fast or slow. I make the stupid move, but I have this belief that if I talk through things, I'll make the stupid decision less often. Though I don't know. Like that's an oh. Bishops go in two directions, don't they? And now the queen take. May I resign now? I'm gonna resign now. Thanks for the match. Have a good one. Cool. Cool. I had checkmate. Fine, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I had that corner there. I need to think about how better I could use the corner. Why do I hate checkmate? It's not that I hate checkmate. It's just that I don't see it. Yeah, unfortunately, it's close. Cool. I'll look into it right now. But that's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, team. We had some nice moments. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on there. Hey, Lord Orgasm, thank you for gifting a subscription over to Pond. And that one gift there started a hype train. Thank you for the hype, my friend. For whatever reason, my pop-up's not working today. So unfortunately, there's no like giant celebration on stream, but I'm very grateful anyway. Thank you, Lord Orgasm, for being part of our community. The way I see checkmate is by being quiet and looking for it. Yeah, maybe. Here we go. There are two big mistakes. Let's see how it goes. Oh, I don't want you to play, actually. I apologize. I'm going to go myself. Yeah, again, thanks to the generosity, folks. On the weekend especially, it feels nice, because tonight, now I'm going to go out for a date. And if I can say, hey, babe, let me pay, I feel like a cool 1950s guy. All right, did the same response. Suddenly night, suddenly bishop, you dum-dum. All right. I was very proud of myself. For attacking the F pawn. So that, though, leads to this pawn being taken without a fight. Yeah, so attacking the F pawn is good, but at the same time, it was the wrong time for attacking that one. Got it. Hey Noms, Lord Rargasm pays for Din Din. You know what? I'll say it tonight. I think one gift sub is probably not sufficient to pay for the whole dinner, but nonetheless, I'll say tonight's dinner brought to you by the good people at the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Annenberg Foundation, and Lord Rargasm. So not a great move. I see the issue, obviously, and here we go. Fairness' Bandit Troll is beautiful. Hey, Pharaoh, thanks for doing that. I'm glad I made you a mod. I trust your judgment. I usually send mods a separate, like, private message that says, insofar as I'm modding you, I will back up any decision you make ever. So if you ban everyone, cool, they're gone forever. All right, so I should have moved my knight forward. Didn't do that. Surprisingly, they don't take it either. They kick my bishop. I go ahead and take the pawn. I believe I say something like, if you want to go ahead and take that pawn, that's fine. They do so, and then I get scared because I thought the queen would take it, and it just didn't, unfortunately. So that gets taken. At this point, I'm now, behind? We're even on pawns. Fair. So I develop. They would have preferred that I go ahead and do the castle here. This is really early castling. Maybe I should just do it, though. They back away. I move in to defend my my bishop. Wrong again, you fool. You overlooked an opportunity to move a bishop to safety. I permitted instead the opponent to force the doubling of pawns. So disengagement is preferable to protection, I guess. Yeah, I guess with the bishop, this is not exactly a weaker position, right? They're still covering the entire diagonal. Okay, I like that. This is what I need to work on. I think in my earlier moments of chess playing, it's true. Yeah, I think in my earlier moments of chess playing, I was always moving my pieces defensively. Always. And I was encouraged to try to stand my ground more often, so I didn't give up the center so much. But again, I see how this diagonal there leads to more control. So I see why I should do this. I agree. Cool. That said, we did not do that. Instead, we moved in to defend the bishop, rather. They don't take it. Instead, they walk forward, setting up a really interesting kind of fork situation. And we explored this in great detail. I think this is one of my slower moves, unfortunately. And yeah, I say, you know what? Let's go threaten a queen, because we have cover there. And so if they want to launch this kind of thing, then we'll take their queen. And I'm totally cool with that. What's the follow-up, though? That's a lot of moves. I see how it potentially goes bad, though. Okay. I didn't explore taking it with the knight like that. I mean, you're right. That's a pretty cool move. Pretty cool move there. Absolutely. All right. I decide to go attack queen. They block it with a bishop. Didn't think about that even a little bit. Not even slightly. We then move a pawn forward in order to make it more protected in preparation for whatever nonsense happens here. Yep, should have just taken it with the knight. Didn't see that at all, unfortunately. They take a knight. I use my queen to recapture. Okay. So apparently it was really big dumb for them to take my bishop now. There's a mate in one, apparently. This means mate in one, correct? How on earth is there a mate in one? So it must be queen movement, right? 100% has to be queen movement. But how? One means it's on this move, I believe. Oh! It's the F-pawn! It's the F-pawn! My early let's attack the F pawn finally comes to fruition. Ah! 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 Okay, okay, okay. I was probably overly concerned about saving such and so that I mean, obviously didn't see it, but we need to prioritize the possibility of making good on the F pawn situation. We did not, you fool! So why did I move there? Ah, because I wanted to check the king. You know? We gotta check the king. That's a thing you can do. Oh, goodness gracious. They move a knight back. Fine. I think castle, legit. They castle too, legit as well. I move forward a pawn because why not, I guess? Is that true? Is this like pure why not? I think it's pure why not. They... Okay, I move the pawn forward in anticipation of moving the bishop backwards. Game Merchant, thank you for reminding me of that. So I'm moving the bishop backwards to try to dive at the corner. Now, allegedly, there's a checkmate I miss here. And you will know that right here, I say to you all, checkmate. No. Checkmate. And it's not. Because I forgot that they moved away in order to do one of those. And so I do one of those. Okay. I then move my rook over. Doesn't hurt, doesn't help, fine. I move my rook over to cover this. They would have preferred that I just step my queen in. Okay. It lets me eat some pawns. I see. So in this position, I'm now putting pressure on a bishop and on a knight. That's super interesting. That's super interesting there. So I didn't really see that. I was overly focused on my dismay at missing a checkmate. But I moved the rook in again. I like why I did this. It was thinking about attacking places where the king had to go. Like, that's fine. But I see why moving in is better. Okay. This moment surprised me. What's going on here? What? That felt kind of bad. And so apparently it's a pretty bad move. You get a chance to win a knight by eventually adding pressure to a pinned piece. Okay. The rook is pinned. I see that. So the thought on their idea was, or could have been, if you move the rook forward, then it catches the rook in a much better way. But the rook is not pinned. Then what's pinned? Okay, it's saying is set up the pin of the knight. I got it. As I occasionally say, it's okay for the streamer to be wrong just a little bit sometimes. just a treat, the streamer can be wrong. It doesn't end the world. Alright, so I move in. Ha ha! They move in. That feels pretty bad. So they stop the check. Okay. I move a pawn forward because why not? So at this point, I believe I said my queen can't escape to there, where I want her to go most of all. And at that point, I think I gave up on let's run away all the way. I don't know why I did. So I see the game wants me to go here. And then the knight can't move because then the queen takes the king. So I see this is a very, very good move. I just didn't see it. As I think in my inability to see anything and my desire to keep that locked in, I just didn't see the useful move there. I don't know why, but that's how it goes. Okay, move forward. Bad idea. Move forward. Bad idea. Also, apparently, I thought they would go for a rook trade. They didn't. I left my pawn hanging. Oh, they left their pawn hanging. Yeah, I'd take it. I did not, you fool. Wait, what did I do? Oh, I left my pawn hanging, so I'm black this time. And so they don't take the pawn, but instead they advance out a little bit. Why do they do that in particular? You'll notice also that by having my knight go forward, two things happen. One, I block the bishop from getting engaged in the top left. And then also, this is the part where as soon as I moved, I said, pardon me? I said, golly gosh, you can attack my rook straight away. Missed it entirely. Missed it 100%. Feels bad, man, but we did what we did. Check out the bishop h2. I see that I see that the bishop to h2 is very strong. Like I understand I missed that. I get it. It's cool. We've talked about that. We're moving on now. So a mistake here, I believe the correct move for them would have been... Actually, no. I'm surprised that this is not the correct move. It is very good. Or it is very good, actually. It's a better move than calculated, apparently. See it play out. Okay. So in you go. Hooray! So we take this then. Wait, they gotta move first. So this is pinned. What's the preferred move on your part? Wait, too much. Okay. So the preferred move was, when I do one of these, they move here, is that correct? That's a great move. So I was thinking bishop goes in, but I see now queen is stronger because the king can't attack less that. So you can't flee here because queen does it again. Oh, it's preemptively blocking out the rook. I see. This is the move they wanted earlier. So go to here. Okay. Sure do want to attack the queen, but getting that is preferable. I think it's confusing, silly. So I don't know. You thought it was a mate in chat? I'm sure there's a mate somewhere eventually. I'm sure the mate sooner or later if you keep going, but no, not an obvious mate apparently, friends. I'm sorry to say that. But that's how it goes. Okay. Back to it. All right. Made some mistakes. Okay. Yeah. So I blocked out my bishop from getting involved. That's how it goes. That's what happens there. I feel pretty dumb right afterwards because, oh no, my rook. But they don't see, oh no, my rook. So, yep, they move a pawn forward. I move my rooks together just to diffuse the mistake I made there. And, man, I was so focused on that I forgot that my queen was on the other side. So that was a weak moment. This is the point at which the fellow starts the chat and says, bro, because there is one correct movement that I just didn't take. I could take my bishop with the knight. Oh, interesting. I wonder why I'm not being encouraged to do that. I wonder why it's saying, move the queen, please. You'd say ignore chat? Pawns, I mean, I should ignore you also? I mean, I guess I'm cool with that. Threatens an imminent checkmate. Oh, does it really? Wait, why is that checkmate? I'm not seeing the alleged checkmate. I don't know. I should ignore in-game chat? No. I mean, I want to be kind and nice to the people who are taking the time to want to talk to me. And maybe we'll get a new Twitch viewer out of it. So I always mention that I'm a viewer guy. It's checkmate against me. I mean, I agree. That's what it's saying, but I don't see it. So we're asking the question of, where is it? Yeah, the point here of, why don't I capture this? Okay, it's just saying... Oh, wait, excellent. So I can make a checkmate. I apologize. So they want me to go here to threaten the king. I see. So it's a good move, actually. I apologize for misunderstanding what being said. Cool. So at this point, unfortunately, we've learned enough lessons that I'm kind of overflowing on this game. There's been a lot to learn about, and there are two profoundly bad moves to finish this thing up. One, exposing my rook. Two, not understanding why this is the correct move here. Even a little bit. Like, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. What's going on? And then I move my rook because rook should be together and lose my queen. And then I jump forward to try to, I don't know what, maybe a fork. And that was enough fun for me on that one. Yeah, so unfortunately, the past 2 or 3 days have been kind of brutal, team. Past 2 or 3 days, we've ended up with just a lot of losses, except for the old win by disconnection in 2 cases in a row, and that's a shame. So yeah, we got to get back on our winning ways. But it's about noon here, though. I tend to go away at noon on Saturdays, so I'll be doing that today. I want to say I appreciate you all hanging out with me. I thank you for spending some time with me. I think people saying that my first instinct is really good. Should I just go ahead and make my first move every single time for a game and just see what happens? I don't know about that. I think occasionally I do catch mistakes. So I'm not sure. Maybe on Monday we'll try. Monday stream will begin by discussing the new RimWorld update, the little patch they made, or information they made about a patch coming soon. Pretty excited for that, definitely. We'll continue our Victoria 3 playthrough also, and see how the Victoria 3 goes. Keep a Sweden go. That's good. And I'll play more chess. That's the goal on Friday. Should be good. If I play fast, the opponent might time out. Maybe I should play a 3+2 game, play fast. I mean, I don't know how to do in Blitz. I mean, it's the case I wouldn't be able to think aloud in Blitz. I would just need to make moves. I expect I would lose kind of fast for a while, but it might be a fun thing to try on Monday. Anyway, not dispirited today, not discouraged at all. Feeling pretty good about, Feeling pretty good about today's stream. Thank you for spending time with me as always. The weekend is fun. Hope you take care of yourself this weekend. Hopefully you find something joyful to do that allows you to, spend time. And, take care of yourself, seriously. Maybe have a little bath. Maybe go for a walk. Maybe watch some other streamer. But you better come back on Monday, or else. Goodbye, friends. I appreciate you all. Thank you much, and see you again real soon. Goodbye for now.